Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight we have to talk about economic shock coming. You can't tell by the stock market, can you? Are you going to be prepared? Well, some of you are already getting prepared by dollar cost averaging, by getting yourself together with some real estate, some stock securities, and other investments along the way while the markets are down. And let's get ready. That's what we do here in the SSN Nation. And welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Tonight, make sure you pay attention. Stop struggling now, gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. The show is not over. That is the end. Now let's get to the beginning, shall we? Right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you so much for being here. And please share the videos. You never know who you're going to be able to help. And you never know who's not looking for something. And then they find out you shared it with them and said, hey, let me check this out. There's lots that we can talk about today because there's euphoria all over the place with the stock market, with the crypto markets. People are thinking, yes, it's all over, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it appears the Federal Reserve is doing the damn thing. It appears that they may be able to stave off the inevitable, but can they really? Let's talk about this tonight. And of course, we always have some solutions going down. Look who's in the house. Laverne Penix is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. He has the icon next to his name, so that means he's a member of the channel and a subscriber. So thank you so much for that. And he brings his tagline, hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is doing well. Another good day in the market. Crypto is on fire. I received a notification and trailer. That's right. If you received either the YouTube notification and trailer and or saw the trailer, please let me know. That would be greatly appreciated. So far, we haven't been able to break the record in 2023, but at least Laverne Penix, otherwise known as Mr. Cool, is in the house, and he lets us know that he received YouTube trailer. Saw the trailer and notification. Kim Cham, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. We're talking economic shock coming, but most people say, hell no. Eric, have you seen the stock market this past week? Yes, I know. And Kim, hi to you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. Victor Marrero's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream, and he has the icon next to his name as well. He brings one of two taglines, and this one is hello all, let's do this. I know he's excited. Stocks up, crypto up. Now, what else can go up? Housing? Well, we're all good in Punta Cana and other places from pre-construction. Those are up. Can we have the triple threat this year? It's all possible. We'll find out, I'm sure. Kim Cham received a notification. That's two people. And Victor Marrero says he received the YouTube notification and saw the trailer. That's three people. That is awesome. Miguel Army retired veterans in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. He has the icon next to his name as well. Thank you so much for that. And he says, God bless my SSN family. Yes, God bless you and your family as well. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, economic shock coming. I know I sound like, what the hell this guy's talking about? It looks like inflation went down. Can you believe this, ladies and gentlemen? Inflation went down. Now, here's the funny thing. Because inflation was what, 9.1, then 8%, then 7%, and now it's dropped to 6 point. Well, let's go find out. Is it 6.5%? Ladies and gentlemen, this is nothing to be all happy about. 6.5% is a far cry from 2% where they want to be. Now, I will say this. This is the Kiplinger report, ladies and gentlemen. Annual inflation fell to 6.5% in December, the sixth consecutive month of decline. So they're feeling good about themselves. Well, when you raise interest rates, you stall the markets because people can't borrow to increase the inflation. Well, of course it's going to go down. This is not rocket science, but this slows the economy. That means there's layoffs, ladies and gentlemen. There's repercussions for slowing the economy, trying to go towards this nonsense about 2% year over year. 6.5% is still nothing to write home, like, be happy about. But the stock market, the top 10% who own 89% of the stock market, they want you to rally it up because they say, hey, look at these numbers. This is awesome. Everything is working. I'm like, wait, aren't you 4.5% from where you need to be? Let's see what Kiplinger says. The sixth consecutive month, the slowing economy is likely to bring the yearly rate down to 3.2% by the end of 2023. Now, they're sounding just like me. However, this will still be higher than the Federal Reserve target of 2 to 2.5%. So the Fed will not be cutting short-term interest rates this year. Now, that's very, very interesting. Used car prices declined for the 6th month in a row. Oh, imagine that. Wonder why. And now 8.8% below the level of a year ago. Of course, running out of steam. Gasoline prices fell 9.4% in December. Oh, I wonder why. It's winter time. People don't drive as much as they do in the summer and spring. So, of course, gasoline prices fall like they always do in the winter time. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Don't let them fool you like this. All right? We can't be fooled with this nonsense. Okay. Now, let's talk about this. The Kiplinger report. You guys see the numbers. You see what's happening. Don't be fooled. All right. Good. Oh, hey, wait. Goods prices excluding. Here's the part that always kills me. They're excluding food and energy. Decline for the 3rd month in a row, posting a yearly inflation rate of only 2.1%. All right. Right. But you add that 2.1% into the mix, and it's not going to be 6.5. So let's go with, let's just go here. Let me go see what the real numbers are, shall we? Shadowstats.com, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, no, looks like we can't get there. Oh my. Looks like Shadow Stats has been banned. Let's see what's going on here. I was getting ready to go. It looks like they have some problem. And oh, maybe did I enter it wrong or something? Okay, here we are. Let's see what they have to say. We're not in 2023 yet. So we're still, well, at least they're claiming down to 10%. That's a good thing. That's not bad at all if we can get down to 10% in real time. But then again, it's 10%, ladies and gentlemen. That's the real numbers, not this fake numbers. All right. So some of you are believing it's hip, hip, hooray on the stock market. Some of you are believing it's hip, hip, hooray on the crypto market, even with Genesis, even with BitConnect, even with Gemini. The SEC has brought down the hammer, said they're securities. That's a problem. But nonetheless, look at this. Maria Barnes is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And she brings her tagline tonight. Hello, Eric and SSN family. How is everyone doing? I got the notification and trailer. I believe we're up to 5 now. Thank you so much for letting me know. And this is AKA Mrs. Cool is in the house. Thank you so much once again. Yes, sir, still up and doing the salsa dance, buying BTC and ETH along with 7 other appreciation and dividend stocks daily. I am loving the charts. Yes, everybody is liking the uptrend, but I digress into cautionary tales, ladies and gentlemen, because there are layoffs. This is not anything to just go by and just go idly by. You just can't let that sway you, because remember, I'm still not backing off on my 1929 to 1932 where they were doing the same thing. The only difference is the Federal Reserve, after 100 years or not nearly 100 years, they know how to manipulate the markets and slow it down at a faster rate and speed it up at a fast rate, because they know they can loan money out at a lower interest rate. So they can always get the economy to roar. They just can't slow it down and on the books quickly. This right here may be quickly, meaning in the next 6 months, I anticipate after the June would then mean buy a home in 2023 would be in jeopardy, because if they start reducing interest rates in 9 months, 10 months, that would be interesting. All right. Global economy is heading into a decade of low. I just want this back so you guys understand the top 10 percenters. They manipulate the stock market so you guys can look at these things down for so long. Any week, any 4 or 5 days of brisk buying that increases stock values, people get excited. So just to keep things in perspective, let's just call it what it is. The economy is heading into a decade of low growth. It says. That's all I can say. The International Monetary Fund projects global GDP growth will slow from 6% to 2% and 2.3. You guys understand this is I see how they're doing me. I'm back in the gremlin land, but it's okay. It's my fault. I had to put this thing back together again, and the gremlins, they should be done with in about 24 hours. So therefore, I won't have these in and outs anymore. So therefore, we're all good. What I wanted to show you was this, just so you understand what the rest of the world is looking at. So hold on to your horses. The stock market is not the regular economy. All right. Just remember that. Here we are. This is what I was referring to. They are saying the IMF projects the global GDP growth will slow from 6% in 2021 to 3.2% in 2022 and 2.7% in 2023. I predict they're right, because everybody's the interest rates all over the world and you have inflation. Well, there you go. That's what's going to happen. So, what do you got after this prediction? Meanwhile, global inflation forecast to rise from 4.7 to 8.8 and before declining to 6.5 and 4.1 by 2024. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's just keep things in perspective. As far as the real world goes, not on the market, as in the real world goes, if you're going to be losing 4, 5, 6, 7% on your money, that means still you have to understand stock market's going up is great. But if you're losing 4, 5, 6% or more annually on your buying power, that means you have to earn at least 4, 5, 6% more, and they don't even include groceries or fuel. So therefore, just add another 3, 4%. So are you getting a return of 8%, 9% return? Therein lies where the problem comes in. Where are you going to get this 8 or 9% return just to break even? Stay even with your buying power. Keep things in perspective. The stock market can go up. That's where we use our money to make money. So that's great. But remember, most of the time you have to leave it in so it keeps building. It's not liquid that you want to withdraw because it went up 5 or 10% this year. That doesn't get you where you need to be in the long run. So therefore, I'm just giving you the cautionary tale. The economic shock will continue, ladies and gentlemen, as far as everything else. They can manipulate the stocks. They can manipulate gold and silver, precious metals. They can do all the manipulation they want. But ultimately, you can't run, you can't hide from inflation, and it's costing everybody more year over year. So can you keep it up? 3, 4, 5% per year inflation numbers? I think it's rather hard, but we're going to find out. But some of us aren't going to have to worry about that, we hope, right? Because we've made moves this past few years where you have plans. Jawway J, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And he brings his tagline tonight. Hello, SSN Nation. Got notification and trailer, and I smashed the like button. Thank you so much. Oh, we're up to 6 people who received the notification and got the trailer. Thank you so much for that. Very, very nice to see you once again. And look who else is in the house. Robbie D Solutions, otherwise known here as DJ Robbie D from Philly's in the house with the icon next to his name. And he says, hello, SSN Nation. Let's get this knowledge. That's what we're trying to give here. Rising tide lifts all boats. And this is when you want to get in. Remember, we were talking about those dividend stocks that was giving people 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, even 20% a few months ago. All of you who invested in those a few months ago are still going to be earning that 18%, that 15%, that 20%. And one time it was over 21 or 22% for some other shares. So again, congratulations, because again, we're winning regardless of what's happening. But if the stock market goes up, that means our dividend stocks are going to hold that value of whatever we put in. When it was 17, 18%, it's going to continue to give us 17, 18%. Even though the stock price goes up, the yield will go down, but we'll still be getting 18, 15, 17% return. Thank you very much. Now, let's get into some other knowledge-based information because, you know, we have to keep things in perspective. I want to say congratulations to everybody, once again, who is in the SSN Lifestyle Ring of Fire, because we have completed the $5,000 NFT. And some of you may be new here and not understand what I'm referring to. Just like you're talking about giving your money to the stock market and saying, woohoo, everything's good. And you're giving your money into the crypto universe and you're saying, woohoo, it's good this week. That's good. But we don't want just a week. We are trying to figure out some things where it can be a lifetime of change. Well, I'm going to start off the top here because I wanted to show, even though we made the $5,000, there's a promotion going on right now. I'm going to show this on the screen. If we can get I started another Ring of Fire opportunity called the $5,000 cash flow business opportunity. If we can do that, we only have 7 days. They have a cutoff. We only have 7 days to make it happen. But if we got to $5,000 in the next 7 days, I'm trying to bring up some promotional information that I can't seem to find right now. But let's see if I have it here somewhere. But here it is right here. Check this out. I think this is it here. If we get a second one within 7 days, I know it took a few months to get to the first, but if we do it twice, here it is. They extended this promotion. Notice in the middle here where they talk about UK NFTs. And oh, by the way, somebody asked about the France NFTs. Yes, they have those. That's 10K for those NFTs. Only 100's available. There's only a handful of those left. Spain NFTs, I guess they're all gone. But here it is. Notice the UK NFTs. Buy 2, get 1 free. So a lot of you may not understand what this is. This is cash flow NFT. I will play this commercial that they have shortly. But I'm just letting you guys know right now, if we do 5,000 in the next 7 days. So remember, you can put in your contributions of 250. You can put in your contributions of 250, 500, 750 in our group economic plan. But I might even, depending on what happens, if somebody here buys an NFT for $5,000, you can do that too. The link down below is Miracle Cash and More. You'll see it. If you actually buy a 5K NFT, what I will do, if you reach our group economic of 5K, then I will try to see if we can combine it. So then we'll share 50-50 the free NFT. How about that? There's all kind of opportunities when you wrap your head around it, right? But if we want to do the group economics, check it out, all right? You guys did it till January 20th. So we have 7 days. I know we may not reach it, but if you guys want to go for it, hey, I have it. The link is down below for the new one, and I probably should show it on the screen so people would see what it looks like, right? Let's see here. It has no balance on it as we speak. Let me put it here. Let's do it a couple different ways, shall we? Let's do it a few different ways. I wasn't going to show this right now, but it's okay. We'll make it happen. So this is SSN Lifestyle. I'm going to actually show the commercial. So some people have seen it. I've been running this for like, what, 4 months, 3 months, something like that. So we'll run it again because some people may not understand what's going on. They may say, hey, what's this? It's passive income, ladies and gentlemen. It's real world stores, regulated and licensed in the crypto space. Very, very cool. So you have territories, so to speak. UK, France, you saw that, Spain, Cyprus, Germany, Holland. So all of those countries. But let me get into it. You guys can see this right here. You'll see what it's about. Check this out. If you don't understand, we can talk about it afterward. The chat room's open to everybody. So ask your question.
If there was a way you could have partnered with Elon Musk before Tesla, before the Model S, before SpaceX, and before Elon became the world's richest man, would you at least have wanted to know how? If there was a way you could have partnered with Jeff Bezos when he was planning Amazon.com and it could have made you a fortune, would you at least have wanted to know about it? Well, what if there was a fintech company today that is about to capture major market share worldwide, where millions of people will be using its breakthrough technology and you could make an absolute fortune? Would you at least want to know about it? At the same time that we are experiencing record inflation, gas prices through the roof and headed towards a recession, the move towards crypto adoption worldwide is picking up pace and the evidence is all around us. Big names and big money players are jumping in the game like crazy. The Staples Center, where the LA Lakers play, is now the Crypto.com Center. The Super Bowl, the most expensive commercial time on television, featured 6 cryptocurrency ads. Tom Brady, Matt Damon, LeBron James, and Larry David all made appearances in them. Facebook changed its name from Facebook to Meta. The rapper Eminem bought a Bored Ape, an NFT, for $450,000. Warren Buffett invested over $1 billion in a Brazilian crypto bank. Coinbase bought Bitcoin Turkey for $3.2 billion. You know what they say, success leaves clues. Whenever there is economic change in the marketplace, there are economic winners and there are economic losers. It just depends on what side of the equation you end up on. They also say that timing is everything. How would you like to get in on the next big thing? Are you ready for a miracle? How would you like to own a piece of Miracle Cash and More? The first to market brick and mortar crypto stores. Crypto on the street, with stores in every major city all over the world. Unlike the faceless online competitors that have no phone number to call, no physical address, and no one to talk to. Miracle Cash and More stores are fully regulated, licensed, and our wallets are insured by Fireblocks. At Miracle Cash and More, we own our own cryptocurrency exchange. We own our own stablecoin. We own our own ATMs. We own our own merchant terminals. And guess what? We get paid on every single transaction. The secret, if you want to call it a secret, is to get involved before the whole world knows about it. Position yourself in front of the masses before the masses react. Here's the current offering. There are only 1,488 shares of the Master Franchise Agreement for all of the United Kingdom. Each share is projected to profit over $100,000 in year one, $200,000 in year two, $400,000 in year three, and $900,000 in year four. We have an exit strategy that projects a payout of over $10 million per share. And what does that cost to you? A one and done payment of just $5,000. And of course, you can buy as many shares as are still available. Now the question is, do you at least want to know how? I sincerely hope so, because the best is yet to come.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. In case you're new here and didn't know about this cash flow NFT Boogie Gopher Club, it is an awesome opportunity. Could this be the real $1 million NFT based on business? Because that's what things should be based on, capitalism. It should be based on if you run stores, if you have an exchange, if you have ATM machines, if you have point of sale systems and merchant accounts and you receive transaction fees, well, then that means you have profits and therefore you can share them, and they're sharing them with the NFT holders. That is very powerful. So once you understand that, that means it's passive income, but that's not all. You guys know they have insurance products, meaning if you're in the real estate business and you're a landlord, hell yeah, I would love to have my tenants covered. And they have that product, which is only going to be in certain countries in the EU. It's not going to be in the United States. I'm pretty sure the insurance industry would go berserk if they all of a sudden had their tenants being able to be insured. So therefore, as a landlord, I don't have to worry about my rent not being paid. It's guaranteed for 24 months. And if they damage, I get some money for that. If they don't pay, it doesn't matter. I still get my money. Hell yeah, I'll become a landlord again if their product comes to the United States. So that's one other product they have, and they share some of those profits with you as well. This is so powerful, it's ridiculous. The sales at the store, the money the stores make, when a store makes $20,000 per month, $200,000 per year, and let's say there's 1,488 UK NFTs. Now, just off of that, if it stayed the same, you can figure out, okay, maybe it's a few $100s per month. But that's passive income. There's no monthly fees. You don't have to pay anything additional. You just buy the NFT. That's what's so beautiful about this. They are actually producing the ATM machines, the point of sale machines. Thousands of them are going to be distributed in each country. The UK is what we're dealing with this NFT, but it's France, it's Spain, it's Turkey, it's Cyprus, it's Holland, it's Germany. And I'm going to show something else as well. If you want to get in on this, again, if you want to buy the $5,000 NFT, the link down below says Miracle Cash and More. You can also sign up as a free affiliate at Miracle Cash and More, just so you guys understand this. You can refer people and receive 10% for everybody that signs up. You do that 10 times, that's $5,000. There's your NFT. But there's more to the story. You do that 10 times, you're also in the global pool. The global pool, you have to do 10 sales, and you are going to receive $1,000 to $3,000 per month, depending on the payout for the global pool. That's what they're estimating. That's a pro forma number. It's not in stone, because this is all a startup, so to speak, even though they have stores already in Cyprus. They have a store already in Germany. They have a store already in Amsterdam. They have a store already. Leases already signed in the UK for 2 stores. Leases already signed in Spain for 2 stores. So it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. Just got to hold on. And they say again, first commissions are coming out the end of February. That's less than 45 days. I always say give some time, move it back. It's a business. Go to March. That's where I'm going with this. I'm saying send me my money in March, even though they may send some money in February at the end. But I say go till the end of March, and then we'll be safe. If they have to do an extra 20, 30 days, I'm not going to be all broken up about it. But stores are in place. Commissions are going to be paid. What can I say? The global pool is major. Now, the Miracle Cash and More link, again, down below in the description below the video. You use that Miracle Cash and More link, that can get you the free affiliate where you can refer people, or you can buy the $5,000 NFT directly. If you don't want to do either one of those and you still want to try to get in, well, you'll see down below there's a ring of fire from our sister property, intellectual property, SSN Lifestyle, where, guess what? You can contribute $250 or more. You can use your PayPal. That means debit, credit, and checking account to get in. You can use crypto, USDT, to get in. So either way, and the percentage you put in is the percentage you're going to receive when they give the commission checks. So again, if you put in 250, that's 5%. If you put in 500, that's 10%. You put in 1,000, that's 20%. You guys getting this yet? If they cut checks and it so happens to be something like, let's just say 10,000, I'll go up, and you have 5%, that means 10% is 1,000. 5% is 500 for your 250 investment or contribution in this case. And if you put in 500, that's 10%, and they cut a check for 10,000, you get 1,000. Remember, they cut a check every month, and they're only going to be growing as they put in more ATMs, more merchant accounts, more landlord-tenant relations, more people using the exchange, more people going into multiple stores. Instead of 1 store and 2 stores, there's 3 stores and 4 stores and 5 stores and 6 stores. But UK holders, remember, we get part of the 2 stores in Cyprus, part of the profits from that as well. So not just the UK stores get part of the profit for the Cyprus stores, 2 of them. So that's very, very cool. All right, first commissions are going to the Spain NFTs, correct? No. Well, it's I can't say everybody's going to probably get something, because the Spain NFTs has a Cyprus store. I don't know which Cyprus store though. So there's 3 stores in Cyprus, or going to be 3 stores in Cyprus. The Spain NFT shares profits with 1 store. The UK NFT shares profits with 2 stores. But I don't know, out of the 3 stores, 1 is up and running. And they said, I can tell you, they said $20,000 per day. And then the other 2 should be online in the next week or 2, if not already. So I don't know which stores are which, but I don't know if Spain NFT is going to receive something first. All I know is first commissions are coming out at the end of February is what they're targeting. So that could mean people from whoever has a UK NFT, a person that has a Spain NFT, could possibly be getting some commissions. So it's possible. It's going to be very, very interesting how it goes, but I don't know that answer. And again, on January 17th, they're going to have a special call. You guys are going to know about it because I'm actually probably going to run it on the channel. I'll run the live stream. I'll screenshot it or screen record, and it'll be on the channel. They'll do it on their, I don't know where it's going to be at, if it's going to be on the Zoom call or their Boogie Gopher Club channel. Either way, you guys will know about it. January 17th in 4 days is a big announcement. All right. So that's what we're talking about. But yes, just remember, there's seven different ways to earn money that these guys have going. So it's not only based on what I just mentioned, but think about the exchanges as well. Think about their other products where they're loaning. They also have a lender type program as well. So those kind of things are going to come in very, very useful and handy for money making ventures going forward. And the beauty of this, it's not based on anything. It's not based on the economies. So what I mean by that is when somebody uses one of these ATMs, they could use fiat, they could use crypto. So when they get out 1,000 ATMs, then it's 1,500, then it's 2,000, then that means there's going to be more profit. And people use ATMs regardless of the economy. People are going to purchase items regardless of the economy. So yes, you might not be purchasing $2 million worth of stuff over a month, but maybe they're doing $1 million. But either way, there's still profits to be paid, to be received. That's the beauty of what they're doing. This is not based on if the price of something goes up or down. This is based on customers using products. And I love that. So this is why it's very, very special. All right. So again, let me show this here. I'm going to put this on the screen so everybody can see what it looks like at SSN Lifestyle. Over here, here's the first one we completed. Congratulations to everybody that is part of the first completion, and many of you are in the house. Here's the second one, the 5,000 cash flow NFT. And for some people who may say, well, maybe you're not going to use the link down below, can't use the link down below. Well, what I'll do is I'll put that room, but you can pay with PayPal, forget about Venmo all the time. You can pay USDT, and you have to contribute 250 increments. It can be 250. If you use PayPal, remember, they take out basically $10 is the fee for every 250. So you need to check a box on the checkout that says you're going to pay for the transaction fee. Otherwise, you send 250, it comes as 240. That means instead of you getting 5%, it could be 4.8%. I mean, it's minor, but I'm just letting you know it's based on what is received. So if you don't pay for the fee, then that means I'm paying for the fee. All right. That extra $10 is a 0.2 or 0.1. I haven't done the math on it, but it's around there. But just let you know, that's how it works. All right. So check that box. And it's this simple. You can put in another number up to $2,500. You can put in whatever number, but it has to be a 250 increment. And you can use USDC on the checkout page. It explains it to you. I also have put in a link here. And before I forget, let me put the link in the chat room because a lot of people may not know how to get there. But it's in the chat room if you want to go over here and be on the group plan. That's the group plan, just so you know. All right. Don't want to get people confused. If you want to buy a $5,000 NFT, then use the Miracle Cash and More link down below. If you want to become a free affiliate with them and refer people to buy the $5,000 NFT, use the Miracle Cash and More. If you don't want to spend $5,000 and want to be in on a group plan, then I highly suggest you start that now. And again, if you just now showed up late, let me show this once again. We are trying to get to, this is why we have a second one. If we can get to $5,000 before January 20th for our second NFT, That means, ladies and gentlemen, you will share in the third NFT because we get one free. So in essence, there would be 50% would be shared with the first group, 50% of profits would be shared with the second group. That's how it's going to be fair, in my opinion. So I'm just letting you know. And in case you just came a little late, here's what it looks like. You can see in the middle of this, here was the promotion that was going to end in December, but they extended it till January 20th. All right. Buy two, get one free. All right. So if we get two, which would be the second one, so if we get another one up to 5,000, that means, ladies and gentlemen, there's a third one for free. That means more money working while you sleep. This would be very, very powerful. And of course, we won't get up to 6. All right. So we won't be getting 4 free. But all I'm saying is it expires on the 20th. So just letting you know, January 20th, they extended it almost another 20 days. So that's pretty awesome. There is a little over 100 plus NFTs. So there's plenty of time. All right. And there's a reason why the NFTs shrunk down. They actually took out 100 of the 1488 NFTs because they have that global pool, and they started talking about, I don't really know what they're trying to do with that, but apparently something has to do with the global pool. I don't like them doing that, but fine. Hey, they're running the company. That's how it has to be. All right. So just think about that, ladies and gentlemen. And here we are. Vanessa Gate, the seamless genius, is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And she has the icon next to her name. And she says, yes, Miracle Cast, cha-ching. Exactly. It's looking good, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are. So we got number 2 open now. Cool. Exactly. Number 2 open, drop today. Like I was saying on the last live stream, or yesterday actually, but most people didn't know about it because I never made a video about it until, well, tomorrow I can finally drop a video about it and start getting back into the videos dropping daily so we can get back in the groove. So here we are, huh? A third one. Oh, snap. We have to do this. Hey, Vanessa Gate, exactly. A third one is free, just so everybody can understand. Once again, I'm going to say this. We already have 5,000 for one NFT. If we get a second NFT before June 20th, that's why I opened up the $5,000 cash flow NFT now. I put a link in the chat room. If we get a second one, they will give us a third one for free. And to be very, very clear, I've said it many times, 50% split. So if they send a check for 10 grand, 5,000 would be distributed based on the percentage of your contribution to the first group, and 5,000 will be distributed based on the second group, your contribution. It's that simple. So can we do it in 7 days? I guess we'll find out. But I guess that means I should run more videos, right? I should run in fact, I'm only going to copy their videos. So let's get something a little more exciting here. All right, let's get something a little more exciting. Yes, says Robbie D Solutions, DJ Robbie D. All right, let's do this. I'm going to do something else. So I love what they're doing here. They're making slow progress. I will say that. They're building out stores. But how about another store? They have another design in a place called Köln. I don't know how to pronounce this because I've never heard of it or been there. Koln, Germany. I've never heard of that place. So I have no clue as to where it is. But here's what I want to do. They have a design, which is okay. I kind of, design is nice. But here they have a design. So I'm going to play their design for this Koln location. So everybody can see it here once I can load this up. And here, I don't want it to really. There we go. All right. So let's see. Here we go. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping you can hear. There we go. All right. I'm hoping, in fact, Let me know if you guys can hear this or not once it starts playing. All right.
Happy
Oh,
Saturday, everybody.
okay. Hold on a second,
So
ladies and
excited
gentlemen. I
that you're
got something
joining us
going
for
on
our bye week.
in the background. Their videos started going on their Q&A from last week. So anyhow, there we go. All right. So uh, let me go down here real quick because I saw this. Oh my God, that is cool. Do we have any money in the second one yet? No, Vanessa Comagate, there's no money because it just got dropped yesterday. Nobody knows about it except for you guys that were on Wednesday night live stream. And so I'm going to be making a video. In fact, tomorrow at noon, I will be running their Zoom call because they have a little bit different presentation right now. It's the same information, just a different presentation. So I'm going to run that at noon. They'll run that Zoom, and so people can get up to speed. Then I'm going to be making a video tomorrow or later tonight, maybe. I'll be making a video about this cash flow NFT. Again, I'll talk about Miracle Cashing more, and I'll have the presentation that's still older. I like the other one because it's more precise. It gives pro forma projections on what can happen. I like how it's explained. And I'll go over that again. And then I'll be talking about this here where we can get a second one. But no money has been put in yet because nobody really knew about it. It's gonna happen here. All right, 47 minutes in. Please smash the like button. If you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. That would be greatly appreciated. All right. So yes, Vanessa Comagate, it's going down. We're gonna go for two of these, and we might just make two of them. Why not? Get greedy. Now, pay attention. They do have their own YouTube channel called Boogie Gopher Club. That's what the NFT is from Cashflow NFT. And it's actually a club as well, where there's going to be some benefits down the line. But let's get these guys started, right? We need more stores. We need some point of sales. We need some ATM machines. We need people to know about the exchange, just for starters. But like I said, we already know one store makes a roughly $20,000 per day in revenues, not profit, just per day in revenues in Cyprus, of all places, on a small island. They just changed their laws where some of the crypto companies have to go out of business or partner with Miracle Cash and more. I don't know which way it's going to go, but that means more people should be walking through their doors in Cyprus, whether that means 10% increase or 20% increase revenue wise, who knows? But okay, let's say 10% and it's 220. That's still an increase on profits, which are going to be shared with either Spain NFT has a store in Cyprus and UK NFT holders have two stores that they are going to share with the profits. So that's going to be very, very cool. So again, this is why economic shock is coming. It's here as we speak. People have been laid off. Have you guys heard that other companies are laying people off? High paying jobs. Did you guys hear about something that's very, very telling? I'm going to put this up here now where it's I'm just going to have to Google this because I didn't have this all set up. But this is one of those things where you have to start going, what the hell is going on? What is going on? Um, you guys understand that the housing market actually it moves an economy. This is why they always try to make the interest rates go down, because people spur the economy with buying, spurring debt. All right. So, what is going on if you have this situation right here? Somebody's going to have to tell me what goes on if you have Wells Fargo, the largest mortgage holders, saying, I want out. That ought to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button, people. All right, that should tell us a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Now, why can't I get this back on here? Wells Fargo, the number one player in mortgages, stepping back from the housing market just when you thought the economy is looking great. This is incredible. Incredible. Instead of its previous goal of reaching as many Americans as possible, the company will now focus on home loans for existing bank and wealth management customers and borrowers in minority communities. Okay, this is cute. Very cute. Wells Fargo talking crazy. I can't believe this. Shrinking their mortgage services business. Can you guys believe this? Stepping back from the multi-trillion-dollar market for U.S. mortgages and amid regulatory pressure, impact of higher interest rates. You know what time it is. Some of those loans that they have are not guaranteed or secured. They're thinking, hold on a second. We have trillions of dollars worth of debt. What happens if we have $1 trillion or $2 trillion of defaults? That will not be good. So this is very, very interesting. This is telling. This should be very telling. This is a sign, ladies and gentlemen. So when we start talking about economic shock coming, here goes some shock for you. Just when you thought it was safe with JP Morgan and other companies partnering with real estate companies to buy properties, I told you guys, let them buy. Let them buy. They're holding the bag, not you. And sooner or later, let me ask you something. If I had trillions of dollars in mortgage-backed mortgages, and people are paying me, let's just say, a couple of $100 million per month, right? Because I'm not going to sell the paper. Now they're going to sell paper, though. They had to wait 15 to 30 years for a return. Well, maybe not that long. After a certain amount of time, they have, but based on the interest. But let's say 15 to 20 years, they have to break even while they're holding all the risk, knowing people are going to be laid off, knowing the job market's going to shrink, knowing that there could be potentially trillions of dollars of defaults over the next 5 to 7 years. They said, no mas. We're not taking this. We're not doing this. Let's get out. So expect Wells Fargo to sell some of those trillions of dollars worth of mortgages to somebody to get their money now, not wait till 30 or 2035, right? They don't want to break even in 2030, 2035, 2040. They want some money now. And I can't blame them, quite frankly. I really can't. Because the days of homes and home buying as we know it has probably changed, because they know it's going to happen in the long run. More people are going to be here in the United States, less jobs are going to be available. All right, just keep that in mind. The economic shock is coming. Are you going to be prepared? You getting ready? Well, one way we're getting ready is how I've been talking about the miracle cash and more. This is one of those backed by real world business. So that's why I'm gung-ho on this. Now, we have our other little that used to be the #1 business opportunity, tied with Miracle Cash and More. That was the debt box node. Now, this here is breaking my heart, but we are anticipating in the long run, this is going to pay off too. But in the short run, it's painful. It's very, very painful. And I'm actually going to show the back office who isn't in IX Global programs. This is debt box node. And here goes another opportunity where there's some money to be made passively. Now, at one time, this was buy a license. You have a node that's mining. You receive these tokens over here on the right, depending on which license you purchased. And you just sit back and didn't have to worry. Well, now they said you're going to have to pay for the mining, the cloud mining. So now if you own one license, it's like $50 a month. If you own several licenses, let's say 10, 15, now you got to pay like $1,000. I don't know if that's annually or monthly. Well, hopefully it's not monthly, but $1,000 for your mining, that adds up. So then you might ask yourself, okay, we've been doing this since around August 14th, 15th. So August, then we got September, October, November, December. Here it is, January. So it's been 5 months. This right here is $723 is what the value is. That doesn't look very good. Although we have 56,873 XPLR tokens, which is awesome. Now, its value is low. It's at 700, but XPLR, the price is 0.012, 1.2 cents. Now, if this goes up, now remember, you want to keep all of these tokens and let them accumulate. You get roughly 363 per day, which only means $4.81 per day, which now means even if we round up to 5 times 30 is $150. But now they're saying $50 to do the mining, which now I'm not taking it out of the account, so don't worry about that. But you have to be part of IX Global as well, which costs some more money. So therein lies the problem. That's the $150 per month out the door. So I'm not too happy about this. So therefore, I had to downgrade. I sound like an analyst. I have to downgrade now because we spend getting roughly 150, spending 150 in real terms, waiting on when they get the XPLR scan system up on the satellite, and now we're charging people, and then they buy up the tokens. All right. So just keep this in mind. So I just wanted to show everybody who isn't part of the debt box node that this is where it is. And if the crypto market does creep back up, well, let's just say traditionally, that means these coin or token prices will creep back up as well. So all it has to do is go to 2.4 cents, and now you've doubled whatever your reward balance is, right? So it's that simple, and it could easily happen because when they did their halving, it did increase up to 2 cents, and we were at the equivalent of $1,250, $1,000, $1,500. So here we are. So as long as it keeps mining, we're still good. So once again, congratulations. This is a set it and forget it as well, kind of. But nonetheless, this is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. Still mining on that, still making money, waiting patiently for an uptick. All right, we're 60 seconds in. DJ Robbie D said, hit that like button. If you are on your phone, you can't see the like button because you have the live chat open. You got to X out of the live chat. If you're on your laptop, desktop, or tablet, then you do see the like button underneath the video. So please smash that like button. All right, now here we are. Vanessa Comagate, what? If you're referring to that, yeah, the debt box node. Yes, I had to downgrade them because we have to pay $50 per month because we have one license and they do cloud mining. We have to pay for the mining now. So there you go. Eric, Is it $50 per license for mining? No, it's if you have, all I know is one license is $50. If you have 2 to 5 other licenses, like Laverne Penix, Mr. Cool, he may be able to answer that because he has 3 licenses. So that's a different number. I don't know what that number is because it hasn't really officially started. They've changed things a little bit. It was supposed to start on the 4th of this month or the 3rd of the month. And then it was $750 for this. If you had a lot of licenses, then they changed it to $1,000. It's like there's a little flux going on. So all I know is for ours, it's $50. If you have more, then it's probably a little more. And if you have like 10 or 15 or 20 licenses, then you're going to have to pay $1,000. And I don't know if that's monthly or annually, but $50 a month is $600. That's all I know. And I'm not very happy about none of that because that's not what was discussed originally. It's almost like, you know, how we always like to say, a little bit of extra money grab from the potential profits, but they're supposed to mining and what they're doing shouldn't have any bearing on anything. And the way they were mining it wasn't actually mining like most people think. It was mined based on a certain portion of when somebody would buy and sell the tokens, it would go into a pool, and then that pool would be distributed amongst people based on the, like, let's say 363 coins were distributed based on a price. So that's where it actually was coming from. Now they're doing actual mining, which is a little different, but nonetheless, it's costing additional money. And this would be a whole different ball game if these licenses was producing, let's just say $500, $600 or something like that, right? Then people wouldn't care. But when you're not even producing and you have to pay more than what it's producing, that's just a negative. So it's not all roses, you know, you're not happy about these things. So there we go. It's annually. Laverne Penix says 1,000 annually. Laverne, let me know how much are you slated to pay for 3 licenses? Because I know at one time they had 2 to 5 was a separate amount. So I don't know if they changed it and just set up to 10. I don't know. But anyhow, that's $600 a year for one license. That's crazy. I'm not happy. Okay, annually is not bad. I thought you said monthly. Sheesh. Okay, 1,000 is, I didn't know what it was. It's annually. The $50 though is monthly. That's $600 a year. So I'm just like, that's, to me, both are outrageous. No matter how you slice it, $80 per month, $85 per month, $50 per month. So that means 3 might only be $60 a month. I don't know how they're breaking it down. So, Eric, is it $50 per license for mining? No. It's just, all I know is if you have one license, it's $50. I don't know what the breakdown is because it's not in the back office. So we'll find out later on this month. Yeah. But still, you have to pay the $1,000 up front. It's not monthly, as far as I know. So anybody that's holding like 10 licenses, they got to cut a check for 1G, which one-time payment, but nonetheless, that's still like, okay, because remember, all of these are about the same. They're all some are generating less because you don't even get 300. And then some like the Nat G, that generates like 13,000 tokens. So, but still, they're not that much better, quite frankly, because let me go look. Their token is still what is the Nat G? They still have 1, 2, 3 zeros, 0.00032 or 0.00026. So they're also down there like $4 or $5, something like that for their token. So again, to pay like $85 per month, yes, they have multiple licenses, but again, this is kind of crazy. All right. You have 10 licenses and they're equaling about, maybe $300 or something, $400 a month. That's nice. But who wants to take the money out to pay? Again, that's going backwards to me. But nonetheless, we signed up. We're in. It's going to be one of those things that happened in the future. Boom. After they get these things, even more oil is found and they buy the tokens and then burn them. Then the satellite system goes up. Now they have more revenues coming in. They go buy the token, our XPLR token, then burn the token. So the price will go up, but we're going to have to wait half a year or more. That's the problem that I'm having here. I didn't want to wait a half a year or more, but we're paying more money is the problem. If I won't even get into some other scenarios, but they're running the company. It's not my company. We're in. We're going to make it happen. It's still going down. No worries. All right. So that's the two opportunities that you guys can get ready with. And I've been focusing on those because there's not much else that you can do besides starting your own business, which again is going to be risky. When the economy is going down, when there's economic shock, when people are saying, hold on, let me save my money, let me hold on to it. All of a sudden, that changes the dynamics. People aren't out here spending money willy-nilly, right? Cars, for instance, they're liabilities. Cars, people are out here like, hey, forget about that. I'll just stick with what I got and keep rolling. We're not out here trying to buy used cars, nor are we out here trying to buy new cars. We're rolling because we don't know when the next shoe could drop. IMF is telling you recession is the inflationary numbers aren't going to go away. Everybody's telling you it's not going to go away. So if you say, Eric, 5% next year or 5% this year, I still say, okay, well, that means I have to make 5% more. So some people may say, okay, that's no big deal. But if somebody makes $40,000 a year, 5% more means they have to make $42,000 per year. The problem comes in, I also, because of that extra $2,000, my taxes, some of that $2,000 is going to be taxed. So how much am I really going to be making more, right? When you really start thinking about it, it's not really going to be an extra 5%. Nobody's giving me a 5% raise. So that means I'm going backwards. So somehow I have to make an extra $2,000 and add in the tax on top of it, which is, $400 or whatever. But the fact of the matter is I got to make $2,500 extra just to break even. But we don't get to sit back and go break even because at any time next summer, we know what's going to happen. Gas prices are going to increase. That's how it works. You know what's going to happen in the wintertime right now. Your natural gas prices have went up. Your utilities have went through the roof. They went up more than 5%. So this is the things that people are going to have to deal with. So if you don't have vehicles in place that's going to be able to make your extra money, that's why I have Opus Virtual Office down below, because you should be thinking about getting an office that's away from your residential address because you want to separate your business from your residence and from you. So that's why I say Opus Virtual Office. Use the link down below. Go study about that. Find out what the benefits are. Your own phone number. Somebody answers the phone, they can transfer it to you. Your own business credit is being built by using these guys. You have phone numbers, business phones, business faxes that you don't have to pay for. That's included in your $99 per month. That's just for starters. Go check the link down below. Other things, free mining, earn free Bitcoin. Crypto tab is down below. Earn free Bitcoin. Now people are going to start getting excited because it starts going back up, right? But you could have been earning free Bitcoin. Yes, it's only pennies, but you can share your link and have your own little mining network as more people sign up. But look down below in the description. Earn free Bitcoin. Crypto tab. Go check out, right? So one of you guys will use and ways that we're going to make things happen. And I keep doing it all week long. I've talked about getting land after home prices drop and then figuring out what can you do with a bare land. A lot. There's a lot of things you can do with bare land. All right. Just think about that. Several different things are going to come up over the next year and a half that gives you buying opportunities. That's going to give you ways to earn more than 10, 15% return on your money because the prices are not coming down. Let's just stop with this inflation nonsense, okay? Inflation is always going to be a thing because your dollar is being reduced in value every time the Federal Reserve prints more money. That thing called quantitative easing that they use now, that's printing money. That means your dollar value goes down. So take away inflation. Inflation could be zero. Your buying power is going to go down. As soon as they do quantitative easing, they're putting more dollars into the economy. And those dollars are debt. That's why your dollar bills have, say, a debt note. You put more debt notes out there, that decreases the value of that currency. So whether they want to keep the real inflation numbers or not, that's what's going to happen. It's going to cost you more money. It doesn't have nothing to do with anything. So there's no way around this. You have to continue to make more money. Again, retirement's going to be hell for a lot of people, because some people right now are retiring after their 401ks have been decimated by 30, 40, 50% in some cases. And how are they going to make that up when they're actually using some of that money to live on? That's a very hard road to do. So what they need to do is get in the debt box, for instance. That's a little high risk. Or get in on this cash flow NFT, because it is only $5,000. And the licenses, there's going to be a new BEV license coming out from the debt box node. I don't know what BEV means. That's beverages, I assume, but I don't know what really that means. So maybe they have their own beverage and stuff that they're going to sell all over the world, which that would be interesting. But that's coming out. So that's $1,000 or $1,500 for that license. So somebody's going to have an opportunity to get in on some of those. I mean, like our XLR license is now $2,500 is what they're selling it for. The natural gas, they're going to have new ones coming out for those. All of these licenses can be bought, and somebody's sitting right now saying, hey, I've been decimated, but you can use $10,000 or less and get into something that can earn you money while you're sleeping. Just like you can buy some land right now if you figured out, hey, I'm going to create a driving range for golfers. Well, you need somebody to man it. You need a place to have a little snack bar there, and then people drive away. And of course, you need some equipment. But again, you're talking about low barriers to entry. You can get land with no credit check, no qualifying, and then you can basically find some used golf stuff, because golf courses have went bye-bye. So there's going to be some golf carts, some ways to pick up the golf balls on a golf range, and then somebody have some netting. Like Top Golf is coming to town, right, in a lot of towns and cities. So you can have your own little range out there. People coming to hit buckets of balls. Start that off for a few $1,000s with some easy land that you picked up that you don't even have to maintain. Well, a little bit, but hell, it's not costing you that much to maintain. So there's opportunities everywhere. You just have to figure out which way you want to go, or you can do what you've been doing, work your job, put in your dollar cost averaging on the securities. That's the stock market. That's one way to do it. All right. So there's several different ways we can make this happen. Look who just showed up. Curtis Davis is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. And he has the icon next to his name, which means he's a member of the channel. And he brings a tagline with him. Good evening, SSN family, ABMM. And in case you don't know what that is, always be making money. That's what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. Always have to have cash flows coming in. All right. That is what we talk about. And also, who helps you out with the information? Mr. Financial, Chili Davis, Curtis Davis. And in the YouTube streets, I just mentioned it, Chili Davis with 2 L's. Go check out his channel, CHILLY Davis. Go check out his channel. He actually gives you updates on the stock market, financial news and information, and helps you out in many, many different areas throughout the day and night. You never know when he's going to drop a video. He dropped one earlier today. He might drop one later tonight. He might be dropping one as we speak, but he's active. So go show some love. He's part of the SSN Nation family as well. So go over there and show some love. Little families in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here in the house. Very nice to see you once again. Hi, all. Hi to you. And by the way, please let me know if you saw the trailer and received a YouTube notification. That'd be greatly appreciated. We went up to 6 people have said so, that they've seen it. Let's see if anybody else has seen it. But very nice to see you, like I said, little family, because we're making things happen here. 2023 is here, ladies and gentlemen. The first 2 weeks is happening. It's giving us cool vibes. Stocks going up, crypto's going up. Things are going up that people want to see, where they can make money without working for it. Your money's making money for you. People love to see that. And when some people start seeing that, next thing you know, you have a few more people throwing their money in to make the prices go up. We are going to find out, because don't forget, FTX and all the fallout from that, it's still not over. All right. Still not over. All right. Kel Slater, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. Thank you so much for being here. Very nice to see you once again. And he says, E-Money and SSN fam, how are y'all doing? Thoughts on this little rally? I don't have any thoughts on it. I'm still 1929 to 1932 mode. Dividend stocks. That's where I'm sitting. Dividend stocks. That's it. There's nothing else to talk about here. I'm just going to call it like it is, because that's, to me, let's go. There's some people right now. You guys know the old standbys. I'm just going to show them up here. I'm going to show people it's still not too late. 15.99%. Yeah, I agree with this. Yeah, it's looking like a CPI baby recession by Q3. Yeah, exactly. We're just going to be in a downturn. The economy's going to slow down. So whether you want to call it a recession or not, things are slowing down. Companies are going to be laying people off. Revenue numbers are going to be down. There's just no way around it. So either way, and they're printing more. They're still printing money. They're still doing quantitative easing. So that means they're devaluing the currency. But here we are. ORC is down to 15.99, almost 16%, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. And it's going to be lower tomorrow, because it's up a little bit, 10 cents more. So you can earn 15.8% return on your money, ORC. Some of you may, let me go look at something else. I'm going to go look at GNL stock, right? The global net lease. See, they're all up. This is why 11.61%. This is why we were talking about this a month ago. We were talking about it. All those who got in, they're still, think about these ones I'm showing you now are 3 to 4 to 5% higher a month or two ago, when we were telling people to go get them. This was at 13, 14% just a month ago. GNL. All right. AGNC was around 15%. Clearly, it's probably gone down 12.74% now. This is what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. 12.74 is still good, but you could have been at 15, 16. All right. So there's nothing. Let's go to IEP. You guys can see all this. This was 15%. Let's see where we're at now. 15.06 now. This was at 15, 16, 17% a month ago, because look, just a day ago, it was at $52.80. Look at this. A month ago, it was at $50. It has moved up $3. That little movement, this is 2 percentage points just a month ago. You could have been earning 17 point something percent return, ladies and gentlemen. IEP, and 15's nothing to sneeze at. Is it? No. Look at this. JEPI, JEPI. Let's see what's happening here. They're at 55. They're at $6. So they're still at 11.5 or thereabouts return. This is JP Morgan, ladies and gentlemen. This is major. I'll take 11.5%, 11.7% from a JP Morgan, because this will probably go for a while. And if things get better for banking, then this is going to get higher. Let's just call it what it is. All right. So the stock price will go up, but whatever you put in now at 11.7, 11.5% that you'd be earning, you get to keep that. And you could reinvest sometimes, you know. So this is just giving you an idea of some things that you can. I don't even think they're going to show Lumen anymore. Um, it has dropped, and their dividend yield, here it is. Investors sitting on loss of 50% if they invested 5 years ago. That's not good. And can Lumen stock cover the 10? But no, but it's still a buy. Here's the thing. This, when they drop like, well, look, if you had Tesla, you're down as well. So you're down on a lot of things. Apple, Amazon, it doesn't matter. Google, whatever. But the thing is, can they right the ship? Because if they do, you're looking at roughly 18 to 20% return as a dividend on LUMN. All right. And Curtis Davis, Mr. Financial, AGNC, ORC. Many of the dividend stocks are battle tested. Nucor, CLF, Wendy's. Yes. Now, if you want to go with safer ones, which is what he just mentioned, so we can go with Apple. We can go with Microsoft. We can go with a lot of different companies. But CLF, I don't know about those. But let's see here. Let's see. Let me go with show people like the Apple, for instance, 3% or something. It's rising. Oh, it's not even that. It's 0.68% for Apple. So again, we don't want 0.86. Either you get appreciation with the stock is more like why you would do Apple. It's not based on the dividends, just like Microsoft. Just same thing. Look at this big ups. It appears, but 1.14%. See, this isn't something we want. That's not going to make things happen, right? So just giving you guys a few things to consider, right? Oh, how can I forget? PSEC. How can I forget? We need double digits, don't we? We need 9.78. So we're close to 10%, not over, but close to 10%. This is what the average the stock market does over time if you want to do ETFs. So there goes a few. Oh, and by the way, how can I forget? No, Victor Marrero. I almost forgot about MVO Oil Trust at 14.64%, ladies and gentlemen. M as in Mary, V as in Victor, O for everybody on podcast. 1 hour in, 1 hour, 22 minutes. Please smash that like button and share the videos, more importantly, because you have opportunities, ladies and gentlemen, to change the world. All right. Oh, Victor Moreau actually did put it in here. ETS, MVO, XOM, SCHD. What is XOM? Let's go look. XOM. What is it? 5%. Remember, I sold my oil. Yeah, 3.22%. And ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine when one time this was 10% in 2021 for your dividends? That's right. Because at that point, it was $30, 34, 33, 26. It was over 10% return on our dividends. I don't even know if I still have some. I think I might, but that would be in a different account, which I haven't looked at because usually there's accounts that are dividends that I don't even look at. There's no reason because I'm not taking anything out. And I just know I like earning 12%, 15%, 18%, 22%. So there's no reason to look because it's just automatically reinvesting for the long run. Churning. Gotta love it. So thank you for mentioning those. SCHD. Here we go. Look at the 1 year or 2 year chart for both. It's a beauty. Yes, it is. Yes, they both are. SCHD, exactly. COPXLE. Oh my, everybody's chiming in now. That's right, ConocoPhillips. But everybody's going to have a lower dividend because their stock prices went up over the last 2 years. That's 4.27. So all of the oil companies are going to look similar. You know, we're going to be talking about 40% increases. All of them are going to look similar. None are going to look any different. Let me see if it's still giving out any dividends over here. Something happened. Is now an indirect wholly owned subsidiary of Shell USA. Okay, well, that's already been a thing. They don't show what they are doing with the dividends. All right, we'll have to check it out. But there we are. Who could I forget? Here we go. Energy Sector Fund, the SPDR. They issue small dividend amounts. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Several different ways to make sure the economic shock is coming. It's here. It's already happening. It's still happening. But you had a way to make sure you still get double-digit returns. Yes, you need a little money to do it. I understand disposable income. But if you want your free shares of stock from Robinhood and Webull, the links are down below. They give you like 5 to 10 to 15 free shares of stock from Webull. So use that link. Robinhood still, well, they only give you 1 free share of stock. But nonetheless, free shares of stock, you never know. You might get an Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon. You never know. One Main, 9%. Okay, let's go see. One Main Financial, OMF. I always call it One Main. Let's go look. One Main. Here we are, 97%. I love One Main. OMF is always good. We talked about them 2 years ago, where, quite frankly, you would have higher return. They were in double digits as well. So here we are. We are making it happen. You guys are getting information. That's why you have to bring your pen, pads, and paper, because you never know what information is going to come through this screen, who's going to chip in to help out with some other financial news and information. And Robbie D, yes, SCHD has those blue chip companies plus almost 4% dividends. Yes, very, very good ETF. Have to agree with that. Safe, solid, and dollar cost average on those. That's what you want to do all the time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're sitting here an hour in. I just want to remind everybody the UK promotion, 50% profit from 2 stores in North Cyprus. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. It's pretty sweet. You know what else I'm going to do here? Because I started this off, I'm going to talk about cash flow NFT because they have the promotion. I'm going to play this because a lot of people didn't see this before either. This Micah, I could have sworn this place was like Famagusta in Cyprus. He's standing in front of the store. This is 3 minutes and 47 seconds video. I'm going to let it run. You guys, he's talking about things. This is from about maybe a month ago. This is where they got the lease. They're doing the store in North Cyprus. These stores should be up and operational any week now, if not already. So here's one of the store locations, and he actually explains where the laws are coming in. So check this out as well. And before I do that, let me go to the comments and see here. Curtis Davis from Victor Morrell. Thank you. Those two are another beauty. I'm adding them to my research list for this weekend. There we go. Victor Morrell. He says, my money never sleeps. I want it to work for me on all fronts, all phases. That's how we like to do it, ladies and gentlemen, here. So check this out. If you still haven't done anything with Miracle Cash and more, use the link down below. That takes you over to Cashflow NFT. You can become a free affiliate to refer other people, or you can buy the $5,000 NFT. How sweet is that? All right. And get in on this. Or you can join us in the $5,000 cash flow NFT business opportunity. It's a Ring of Fire SSN Lifestyle Shark event. The shark infested waters. If we can get another $5,000 NFT before January 20th, we'll get 50% of another one free. That's right. Buy 2 5,000 NFT, get one free before January 20th. There you go. Now check it out. Here's Micah. He's going to talk about it here. Check this.
So right now, I'm standing in front of a future location for Miracle Cash and More. The city that I'm in is called Magoza, which is on the east side of the Cyprus Island. This town is known for its large student population because the largest university in Cyprus is right down the street from this location. The street is full of restaurants, bars, and retail shopping. It's very busy foot traffic and very busy car traffic coming through here. Now this location will have two exchanges. It will have one crypto exchange on one side, and on the other side it will have a currency exchange. Now this location is part of the stores that will pay out to the Spain NFT. It's 50% of the profits from the store is going to pay out to the Spain NFT. Now listen to this. Now 50% goes to the Spain NFTs, right? Now, Hakan, from estimates of what business they did here before, is expecting to do a minimum of $20,000 today in profits. Take that times 30 days, you have $600,000 a month in profits. Now 50% of that pays out again to the Spain NFT. Now, what's interesting about this, right now, we're getting close to the elections in December. Once the elections have finished, then the new regulations will go into effect. Now, the way that Hakan built this company was so that the company, again, would be compliant and would be suitable for any place with regulations. And because Cyprus, up until this point, haven't been regulated, there's over 100 crypto stores throughout this island that have been sharing the revenue from all the businesses here. The problem with the stores are they do not have the company set up to pass the regulations which will go into effect in December. All of the customers that are going to those stores will therefore have to go through Miracle. How will that happen? Either the stores will just close, or they will have to come to Miracle and get a license and operate with our system. So all of the business in the entirety of this country will happen and go through Miracle. Now, what does that mean for this shop? Well, if it's $20,000 when we're splitting and we're taking about 10 or 15% of the business, and that goes to 100% of the business, that $20,000 will also increase dramatically. Again, 50% of the profits from the store goes to the Spain NFT. So I want to say congratulations for you who have at least one Spain NFT, but really congratulations to you who have several, because this one shop alone is good money. Now, the second thing I want you guys to consider, I've just shared with you some numbers from one store in North Cyprus. Imagine what the Spain NFT is worth when you're talking about in the entire country of Spain. So it's starting to get exciting, folks. I think we've turned a corner. So congratulations to everyone for hanging in there. And again, my name is Micah. Thanks a lot.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. See, I know you guys have seen this on the live stream. We've been talking about this for 2, 3, 4 months, right? I know you've seen that video. I know you've seen the other videos. I know you heard me talk about this before. But some people don't understand that if this does work, which there's no reason it's not, they're buying up these locations, they're having lease agreements, they're signing things, they have the stores already in place in a few countries, which means I'll tell you, Germany, Amsterdam, and of course, Cyprus, they already have stores operating. They're doing business. They already said there, I believe that was $20,000 a day. That's $600,000. I don't know what the profit is, but Spain NFT holders, like Victor Moreau was saying early on, they're going to be getting a check at the end of February. Apparently. I don't know what it is, and I don't know how many Spain NFTs there were. I don't think there were 1,400 of them. I think there was less than that. But let's just say if there was 1,000, and let's say something crazy like, I don't know, part of the profits is 200,000. So you guys can start doing the numbers. What, $200 a NFT? All right, fine. The NFTs might have only been $5,000. I don't know. But all I'm saying is, like he was saying, when you add stores in Spain, That's a bonus, actually, that being able to get part of that store in Cyprus. The real deal is what happens with all them stores in Spain. If they're doing half of those numbers and you have 5 stores that are doing half of those numbers, all of a sudden this stuff starts growing out astronomically. So again, you have to start getting excited. We're going to get real excited because we all know how this works in crypto. We want to see payouts, right? We want to see checks coming in. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see something else, right? We want checks. So we'll be happy when checks come in, right? So then we know things are happening. We'll be happy when we have 5 stores, 6 stores within a country. 3 stores in Cyprus, okay. 5 or 3 stores in Spain, a different story. 3 or 5 stores in UK to start, another story. ATM machines on corners, another story. Point of sale systems and merchant accounts being used in ordinary citizens' businesses. That's another story. We have an exchange. Miracle Cash and More has an exchange. People are using an exchange. You can actually watch some flow to their exchange. All of a sudden, you see a spike. Now you earn some of the profits from the transactions. All of a sudden, you're like, hey, wait a minute. This could get exciting, especially if you have millions of people on the exchange or even hundreds of thousands. Then people come into the stores. The stores have transaction fees also. So remember that. It's more than just showing up. People are going to be charged for doing loans. They're going to be charged for doing the landlord-tenant thing. They're going to be charged for uploading to the exchange and swapping out money and doing things like that. That's profits. You get part of the profits as NFT holders. And Europe is way ahead of the United States as far as anything. I mean, where in the United States can I go to? I can go gamble on horses and play games and things like that, right? In Europe, they have places that aren't casinos that are just dedicated to you coming in and saying, hey, you know what? I want to bet on this. I want to bet on that. On every damn thing. Don't have to just go to a certain location. These are stores. So again, it's a whole different ecosystem, and that means there's more money to be made. So just keep that in mind. And this is what we want to do when there's economic shock that's still coming. The stock market can go up all day. You're still going to have to watch your flank. What I mean by this is if your grocery bill keeps rising, who cares about the stock market going up? Because that money needs to sit there. That means whatever money you have to make a little bit more. That is the kicker right there. That is the element and the elephant in the room. No way around it. All right, let's go. I've played a few things, but you know what we got to play too? We always have to play something. No. I'm going to do, nope. So it looks like one of my own. We're going to play one of mine. So let's see which one are we going to do this time. All right, we'll do this one. Come on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, the reason that you do and play the game of trying to earn passive income is so you have time where you can go around and not have to go, hey, I got to go back to work. You don't want that. Trust me. If you could just willy-nilly be like, hey, all right, I have money coming in. Yes, I have to do a little things to make sure I have to keep that money coming in. But for the most part, I can be anywhere on the planet. That's the opportunity that you want, ladies and gentlemen. And the younger you are, the better, in my opinion. Because again, as people get older, It's like unbelievable how much damage people have inside their bodies. They get ill all of a sudden out of the blue. Things happen. You just never know. Just because you're fine right now does not mean that you're going to be fine 2 years from now or a month from now or 30 days from now. So each time that you say, hey, I'll work on this, I'll work on that, and then I'll go and enjoy whatever you want to enjoy. Not everybody likes traveling. Not everybody has different things they want to do. Some people like to paint, right? Some people just like to read books. Not everybody likes to be out and about mingling with people. Whatever you like to do and spend time doing, wouldn't you just like to be 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, being able to say, you know what, I just want to do whatever I want every day, right? That's the ideal scenario before you get to work 40 for 40. We don't want to do 40 years for 40 and then you die, because that's ultimately what basically happens, right? You retire, whatever that is, at 62, 65, 67. The average age of people living in America is under 80. Women live longer than men by a couple of years. So I think it's like 77 for men, 76, 78 or 79 for women, right? Think about this. 20 years old, graduate from college at 22, 23. Some don't until 30. You work 30 to 40 years. You say, okay, cool. I have my $2 million sitting at the bank. Next thing you know, something happens to you physically, health-wise. Next thing you know, you can't get around like you used to. Things are different. So now you're sitting there with whatever you think is necessary to live the rest of your life, but you find out life is fragile. So again, I don't want you guys out here. We got to make this fast. And it's hard to make money fast. It's over time. That's the easiest way. But when we have an opportunity such as Miracle Cash and More and the debt box nodes, and potentially in a matter of 4 or 5 years, that's a short time frame in a life, right? 4 or 5 years, you could potentially have life-changing money with a little bit of change left over. Those opportunities don't come along too often, otherwise known as IPOs, right? So if you knew about a company that started like 8 years ago, 9 years ago, and invested in it, then it comes into an IPO, but usually you got to wait 9, 10, 11, 12 years. We don't want to wait. We want to bypass that. Shortcuts are you have to run a business. The fact that you can attach yourself to a business, such as Miracle Cash and More, such as debt box nodes, such as SSN Lifestyle, things of that nature, you can attach yourself to it and reap some benefits. That's where you want to be. All right. So let's keep talking about this. It's got to be a little motivational for you. It's 1 hour, 43 minutes. I'm not going to stay on here like 2 or 3 hours like I have been doing all of last year. We're going to make these a little bit shorter because I pretty much talked about almost everything that I want to talk about. And I'm staying on and I'm putting my foot on the gas because this will be 2 of the last things that's going to happen with crypto. All right. Because if Debtbox Node and Cashflow NFT, these are backed by real companies, real world. If these guys don't make it, then I will not be going with high risk, high rewards anymore. There won't be any of this 3% a day, 5% a day, 1% a day stuff. I don't care if the market rally for crypto continues. I will not be talking about that because we're going to be talking about making money the old-fashioned way. Simpler, easier. So that means starting businesses. That means real estate. That means securities, which is stocks. That means starting your own business. That means several other things besides the, hey, Bitcoin, it was 15,000. Now it's 19,000. Now it's 25,000. Now it's 30,000. Now it's 60,000. I highly doubt if it'll go that route, but we'll see. But all I'm saying is with that comes all types of things where people start going, we'll give you 1%, 3% per day, high risk, high rewards. And as it turns out, there's no manufacturing of money. Crypto is not fiat. So either you have to print up more coins like the government does, or you need people to buy the coins or tokens in order for them to go up. So therefore, the coin actually has to have some utility. Can't just be simply, we're going to give you a percentage every day. So just keep all that in mind when this next rally occurs, whether it's now or 6 months from now or a year from now. All right. So there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of money dabbling in all these asset classes, but it could end up being just like gold, silver, and precious metals, where it's manipulated for life. You just never know. So that's why we want to make sure we have some control on this. Here we go. Spent half of today shopping for property insurance. Oh, damn. Can you even get property insurance? Because the house in Florida, we can't even get insurance on the coast. All right. Costs have increased so much that we have to play defense and make these companies compete for your business. Everyone should review every 6 months. Exactly. Yeah, we're on the coast. We can't get insurance. This is crazy what's happening in Florida. It's insane. I know you're not on the coast, but still, this is crazy what they're doing down there. Raising the prices, even raising the prices. They said, we're not going to insure you. It's insane. High risk, high rewards down there, which actually not even high rewards. Miami, high risk, high rewards, because Miami's going under the water. Again, they have pumps. If you guys aren't familiar with Miami, they have pumps on the streets that people drive by and don't really pay attention to. They just hear them going, but they don't, in their boxes, and they're covered up. But they have pumps all over Miami. It's going under. It's sinking. It's Atlantis. Parts of Miami's Atlantis. It's going down. So, and after the hurricanes, and this has happened to many of my friends. Louisiana, when they had the hurricane over there, along the coast, Texas, happened to my friends many a time. They had nice homes on the ocean. And as soon as something happened, a disaster happened, called up the insurance companies. The insurance companies left them high and dry, hanging for 1 year, 2 years. Then ultimately, well, your house may be worth $2.5 million, but here's $500,000. Take it or leave it. It's crazy what happens. So it's insane. So this is why the situation when it comes to buying property in these high-risk locations, Southeast America, where there's hurricanes, tornadoes, and all that, you're at jeopardy. And if they do what they're doing in Florida, where people can't get insurance, just think you have no insurance. Or your insurance is, I don't even know, $4,000 a year, something crazy. That is just insane. Insurance rates going up in Florida plus new laws. Exactly. There's people paying $8,000 for insurance that they used to pay $1,000 a year. It's now $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. Or, sorry, we're not giving you any policies, which is actually what started happening. No policies whatsoever, and we're not paying for this last hurricane that just happened, that just came through. Yep. Yes, Alabama just hit with several tornadoes. Exactly. Did you guys see the damage? It's incredible what's happening. And insurance is just sitting there like, thank you for your insurance money. We're not paying out anything. This is insane. And again, insurance was started by the mob. You guys always see it in the movies. Hey, you're doing business in our territory. We came in to make sure that you're insured from anything bad happening in this neighborhood because you're with us. So we'll be here to collect every week your share to make sure the block is safe. Same thing with insurance. They're making sure that your house or your property or your belongings is safe until it's time for them to pay out. Not all of them. I mean, let's just face it. They have millions of customers. Some customers get paid. A large bulk don't. And then they raise up your insurance rates. It's disgusting. And again, ladies and gentlemen, this is all part of the economic system. You're going to have to pay more, but you don't pay attention. Insurance goes up for cars, homes. And you go, okay, it's only an extra $40, $50, $100 per month this year. So they keep moving the ball and you're paying more, but you don't think that way. You're going, okay, it's an extra $50, $200 this year. No biggie. An extra $10, $15, $20 on my bill, but that's major. Are you getting that extra $10, $15, $20 in compensation from somewhere? And keep in mind, after tax, it's not like $10. It's more than that. So these are the things that keep people caught up. And this is why everybody in America and around the world always has to have streams of revenue coming in. Can't just be one. Can't be one. I know Florida is a problem. They won't insure many locations. You have to go through a third party. Car insurance is another robbery. This is insanity. Exactly. Car insurance it's all the way around. This is what when you start breaking down numbers, one of these days I should do a video where you start breaking down numbers on all the things you buy. So when you first go, okay, I bought a car, but let's just say it's free and clear. Then you go, oh, but to operate my car, I got to register my vehicle, $300. I got to get insurance, which is another $2,000, $2,500 per year. Then you're sitting there like, okay, is that it for the car? Okay, I guess that's it for the car. Now I have a house. Let's just say the house is free and clear, but now I got to pay taxes on my house, and they could be $3,000, $4,000, $6,000, $8,000 per year. Then I got to pay my insurance, and depending on where you live, that could be $1,000 a year, $1,200, $2,000, $5,000, $6,000, $8,000. So you could be paying $20,000 just to live and have a vehicle in a house. Not even with the mortgage, not even with the loan for the car. That's insane. $2,000 per month. That's easily could happen. If people live in California, that does happen. Because straight up, real estate taxes are $10,000, $12,000, $13,000, $14,000 annually. Your insurance might be small, might only be like $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, but you're already, and then your car insurance and your registration on your vehicle, you're already at 20 G's. You haven't even woke up yet. So think about this. And we haven't even gotten around to the insurance on my vehicle yet. So just think about all these numbers that most people just bypass. They're just like, they're oblivious because you're so used to it. You go get your car smogged, another 40, 50, 60 bucks. No biggie. All these little things add up that most people just go, this is what I do. Who cares? It's an extra $10, $20, $30 this year. Every year it keeps going, ladies and gentlemen, until there's a pop. Like now, what's happening? If you live in the Southeast, there's a pop. Insurance rates for everything are going up, and it's not no $20, $30 per month extra. It's like they're trying to gouge. They are gouging people. So this is why we need those extra streams of revenue, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. The new SB 2A law, a backstop for Florida option reinsurance. Yeah, that's going to be very interesting how that's going to work. Florida used to be cheap for $1,000, $8,000, not no more. Not anymore. Yes, insurance taxes keep you poor. Exactly. It's the silent inflation. So when somebody tells you, oh, inflation is only 6%, I'm just like, okay, excuse me, but my insurance rate didn't go up just 6%. What are you talking about? That's why I get frustrated and upset when I'm hearing this. And this is why I started the channel, because they're sitting here doing this nonsense. Inflation is 8%. Okay, explain this then. How did my tax bill go from $10,000 to $12,000? Does that sound like 6% to you? Does that sound like 10% to you? That sounds like 20% to me. But that's not in your inflation criteria calculations. I'm just like, this is insane. Insane. Or what does it sound like when I can't get insurance and then something happens and you lose everything? That's even crazier. I got family in North New Jersey, PA, New York, spending $3,000 to $6,000 in insurance. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. This is outrageous. $300 a month. Most people are like, okay, I paid $200 last time. It's $225 now. Okay, not that much. I paid $300 a month last time. It's $350 now. Okay. This stuff is siphoning off your wealth, ladies and gentlemen. Recommend calling these companies, try to bundle everything into one bill. Thank you very much for that. That is very good. Exactly. I was able to do that for my properties combined with car insurance. I was able to save over $1,000 per 6 months. Exactly. Very good. See, ladies and gentlemen, you never know what information you'll get. He mentioned something that is very, very good. You can't do this in all states, though. See, like, for instance, California kid. They will check this out. In California, I have a motorcycle. They go, oh, you can't have your bundle of car, motorcycle, right? I'm just like, are you kidding me? The guys that will bundle it, they'll sit there and tell me, oh, yeah, you can pay $500 per month. I'm like, what are you talking about? I can go through Geico and Progressive separately, pay for my motorcycle under $50 a month. Yes, I have to have a separate policy. They won't bundle it. But the fact of the matter is, I'm not going to pay $500 just because you add in my motorcycle. That's ridiculous. You lost your mind. Those are the type of things that happen. Depending on what state you live in, you can't do, like Victor Morrell just said, I can't do what he just said for California. I can't do it. They don't allow it. So I can't bundle everything. But if you live in Florida, apparently you can bundle everything. And I don't know other states, of course. But check it out, like he said, because you should be bundling home, car, auto. Home and auto is the same thing as car. But home, car, vehicles, all that, bundle it if you can. And I know like State Farm, which is one of the higher end, you're going to spend a lot more money, but they'll bundle it. So in certain states. So all I'm saying is that's the thing. Curtis Davis said, Eric, Mr. Colfax, thank you so much. Georges Charles is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icon next to his name. Thank you so much for being here. And hey, Miguel, Army retired. George Charles is on your heels. He has purchased 3 properties in the DR. He's nipping at your heels. In case nobody knows, in case you don't know this, Miguel Army retired has purchased more than 3 properties in the DR pre-construction. He's obviously made out like a bandit. Can you imagine 3 properties that value went up of $50,000 to $100,000 already? So he has nearly, I would estimate he has $250,000 to $300,000 or even more $1,000 in equity. By the time his property's built, it's probably going to be, who knows, $500,000 easily. So anyhow, we got somebody joining you, trying to get another one. He may be getting close to where you're at. Inflation, that's right. It's killing us out here, Georges Charles. And thank you so much for being here once again. Much appreciated with the icon next to his name. An icon means he's a member of the channel, not just a subscriber. Curtis Davis, all insurance cards gave break during pandemic, but have since upped the new charge in 2022, 2023. Exactly. When people were doing their pandemic shutdown, they were like, okay, no worries. We don't have to worry. We'll lower the rates. It's all good. But now they're making up for it, just like the airlines. Victor, yes, I have friends turning down USAA great deals. Yeah, it's out there. It's crazy. Good info, of course. Good info, of course. Thank you so much, Georges Charles. Yes, Curtis Davis says, yes, some states take advantage of you. Taxes, insurance, car compliance fees all keep you poor. That's the idea. They know the average American make $45,000, $50,000 per year. That's only look, after taxes. Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just say you made 50 G's a year. How much you got to pay in taxes? Anybody know? 10, 12 G's? You're collecting like $3,500 a month after taxes, roughly, on average. So you want to go out here and buy a house, right? Guess what? You ain't buying one. You want to go out here and get a car. Okay, you're going to get a car. Now you're going to buy a $50,000, $40,000, whatever. Your payment's $500, $600 from there. You got to live in a place that's going to cost $1,000, $2,000, $1,500, whatever the case may be. Your $3,500 is gone. Never mind insurance fees. Never mind if you're able to buy a house and you owe $1,200 a month, and then you got to pay taxes on real estate, and all of a sudden the bill's 6 G's. I mean, this is just outrageous what's going on. Yes, sir. All right, really. Which ones? He bought at I think he bought at REA downtown. I know he bought at REA downtown. I know he bought a lot, $60,000, $63,000 maybe, in Vistacana. I know he bought another property in Vistacana. I know he bought another property somewhere else. I just can't remember how many he's got, but I know he's got more than 3. Which ones? Curtis Davis, forget about USA. Hey, they used to be unbeatable as far as prices. Yes, they used to be, but I don't know what the heck happened to them, and now they are charging Dubai prices. I switched to Progressive. Exactly, Victor Marrero. Progressive is the number. I'm with Progressive as well. So I have no. Hey, Progressive, Geico, those are the guys I stick with right there. I can't complain. And USAA is not my grandfather's USAA, that's for sure. What properties did he get? Like I said, I can't remember all of them. The 2 I remember is REA downtown, a lot in Vistacana for 60 G's. I think it's 63 G's if I'm not mistaken. I think he got another property in Vistacana, and I think he got something in like Las Terranas or somewhere else. I just can't remember. So, yeah, he's got a lot. Really, yep. Cruise on. What's he think of Cruise on Land? I don't know. He hasn't been around. He was here earlier. I don't know if he's still on here. Does he know the Vistacana issue charging us? No, nobody does. I'm sure. Nobody does. But it's going down. Vistacana looks like they're going to be a la Conarock, where it's going to cost. It's been out. I mean, people are talking about it right now because some people actually have their units ready. Some of the villas, the Oasis del Lago, these people are still up in the air about if they're going to be paying fees because the Vistacana Beach Club, they're building it. It's coming along nicely. They started realizing, wait a minute, are we going to be able to go here asking questions? And people are like, well, maybe, we don't know yet. And they're like, wait, what? So people are already talking about it like as if a master broker said they're going to charge for the Vistacana Beach Club, which is not it's kind of major to me because if they have a restaurant in there and they have a fitness center in there and pools and yoga and all that in there, some people might want to go there. Because otherwise you just have the beach and the fishing lake. And so, and that fitness place, that sports complex, if people have to pay there, that's going to, I don't like it as far as if you live there, you can pay for it. That's fine. But guest wise, I don't want to tell my guests they got to pay for stuff. Eric, Curtis Davis, they know average American can't afford life. That's it. I.e., the public education doesn't teach personal finance. 50K salary may have been good in 1970, but not in 2023. You got that right. Got that exactly right. You got to be approaching damn near $100,000 now. I mean, seriously. Seriously, it's a shame where somebody's got to sit there and make like 7 G's a month. Somebody, break out a calculator. Break out a calculator. Right? Look at this. Break out a calculator. Let's go. Google calculator. Economic hardships. This is what it looks like. You might think stocks are going up, crypto's going up. You might go real estate's going to go up eventually. You might be thinking, oh, everything's great. But look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me do something for you. 8,000 divided by 40. Sorry, that's not what I want. That's really not what I want. Sorry. 8,000. Yeeks. 8,000 divided by 160. All right. That's $50 an hour, ladies and gentlemen. 50 an hour to make 8 G's. All right. Now, I got bad news for you. Here we go. I don't know if you can see this after tax in USA. After tax, get this, 5,600. Okay, you guys don't believe me. This is where the problem arises. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Mr. Cold Hard Facts is back. You think it's all hunky-dory, economic shock coming. You think stock market moving up. You think any other thing moving up. This is the reality of the situation right here. Right the frick here. All right. Okay, look. It's not telling me what it is. It's roughly 59. So let's just say you take off 20%, which is 1,600, right? What if it's 25%? We'll just say 20. That's 16. So we're down to 64. You guys heard of FICA and all them guys, right? So add it in. So yeah, you're going to be in the upper, you're going to be around 6,000 after all said and done. All right. So now you understand more than 50 per hour. I don't know of 2 jobs that's paying $50 per hour and up. There's lots of jobs. Don't get me wrong. There's lots of jobs where people are making gross $100,000 a year. But that's not what they get to take home. And I thought they were going to show me something here, but I guess we're not. We're not going to calculate this right. So we're going to be around $6,000 per month. Now you start going, I want to go buy a house. They're laughing at you because they're saying you do know your mortgage is going to be $2,000 per month. We're not going to sign off on that. Let me see if they're going to show me what the number is. Here it is. In the year 2023 in the United States, $8,000 a month gross salary after tax is $74,000 annual, $56.19 monthly, $1,292 weekly, $258 daily, and $32.31 hourly gross. You guys getting this yet? You have to make 50, but the end result is really 32. That's what you're really getting paid. So when somebody's out here saying, hey, Eric, I really care how much I make. I just go to work because I just love to help. I like to feel people. That's why I don't get that. I don't get that. I understand why you're not concerned about money and why you're working in a job and you're not concerned about money. I never understood that. And believe me, ladies and gentlemen, that's not number 1, 2, or 3 on the list of why people work at a job. It's for other reasons. I always operated at it was number 1. So when somebody came and said, you're making X amount of dollars, I would say, no, I'm not, because I'm not working for you for that X amount of dollars. That was always number 1. Otherwise, why am I showing up? Throwing look, I look at the job when working for else when much younger, it's like throwing life away, the way I looked at it. Because all they do is turn around and they would tell me, hey, Eric, if you work here this year, you have 7 days vacation. You have, let's say, 3 sick days or whatever. Okay, that's nice. But now I don't have 7 vacation days carte blanche. I can't walk in and be like, hey, man, I want to go somewhere. I'm going to use 4 days next week. It's more like, I'm sorry, Eric, you have to give us a notice. We have the stuff and somebody else is taking the week off and yada, yada, yada. Or when I'm in the union, Oh, you're low on the totem pole. The guys that get Christmas and Thanksgiving and New Year's off and whatever other days, July 4th and all that. No, you're low man on the totem pole. They get first dibs. So we can't let you off on those holiday days. So you got to pick something else when your time comes, what's left over. Now, that right there, I'm confused. I took offense to these kind of things. This motivated me, quite frankly, to always do my own thing. But the thing is, I'm sitting there like, wait, I'm working for you. What? I'm making the company money. What do you mean I got to deal with because these guys worked here for 20 years and they got freaking 5 weeks a year vacation and they can pick all kind of stuff. They have first dibs. I just showed up. Sorry, Eric, you just showed up. So you'll never have premium vacation days. I'm just like, this is insane. Really? Okay. I'm going to have permanent vacation days. That's okay. It's all right. I'm preparing for permanent vacation days. All right. Yeah. Here we are. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is scary stuff. Think about your children and grandchildren. It's going to get worse. All right, Eric, they know average American can't afford. Exactly. That's what we went over to. Not in 20. George's Child, what do you mean charging you for what? The clubhouse? Yes, Victor Marrero, the clubhouse, it's in stone pretty much. Even the brokers are saying that it's going to cost, apparently. Even this is from 4 or 5 months ago as I started looking at it again. There's people that have said in comment sections on videos that they heard from their broker that they're going to charge for the clubhouse, the beach club. And that means the beach club and the golf course. And if they're doing it for the beach club and the golf course, they're going to be doing it for the sports complex because it's already in stone. When Vistacana said that they're not running, third parties are running those places. That means there's going to be a fee. That's what they said. So when they told me that, I was like, it's in stone. There's going to be a fee. So, and you can't pay $1,000 and always get in. None of that. Not going to happen. And the worst part about Vistacana is nobody knows what their maintenance fees or HOA fees are going to be yet. And you could imagine why not, because they haven't even solidified what the cost of everything is. So this is kind of wild. But anyhow, that's not a bad thing. I mean, Vistacana is still going to be a cool spot. They fleece our youth in college with loans to delay the unaffordable American lifestyle. That's right. Would you tell the youth they screwed without a month 6-figure salary at times too? Yeah. In about 10 years, starting now, you're going to have the kids are going to have to make 140, 150,000 a year just to be comfortable. Home prices are going to be off the charts. You might as well forget about that. Homes are going to be like 700, 800 a mil, 1.5, $2 million. Under 500,000 is going to be, well, let's just call it bad neighborhoods, bad shack areas, whatever. It's going to be a problem. So in order to make, let's just put it this way, if you want to buy a $500,000 house, you got to make about 150 a year. Never mind a mill. If you want to live in a mill house, now you know you got to do 350, 400, 450, and not even have expenses. Other loans. I mean, it's crazy. So it's going that route, and they're fleecing everybody. The maintenance of all the amenities is covered by the HOA. That's how it's supposed to be. And you saying you're getting charged to use amenities besides the golf course? That's what we're saying, Victor Marrero. It's going down. It's going just like at Conner Rock. You want to go to the beach club? Got to pay $25 per person, either eat or $25 per person to go to the beach club. Same thing. You want to go to the Vistacana Beach Club? Well, guess what? Apparently, they're going to charge $25, $35. I don't know. But yeah, that's what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure the owners, I don't even know what the owners are going to do. They're talking as if the owners are going to have to pay. Never mind. Well, we know the guests are going to have to pay. That's for sure. So owners may not care if they pay their HOAs and they get to go in for free, which still that's sketchy right now. They're talking about owners have to pay. So it's going to be real sketchy. And remember, in Vistacana, each development has its own builder and they're separate. So that means they all are going to have a different HOA. And I don't know if that means a negotiation, but it's going to be sketchy. It's going to be sketchy. I don't know. We'll find out. George Charles, Victor Morale. I don't know the full details, but Vistacana will be charging for amenities. That's not in the project. That's not in your project. Exactly. That's exactly right. It's going down. Vistacana can be like Rock. Yep. Got news for you. Your employer owns you. Exactly. You'll be lucky to get at least 120 vacation hours a year and 10 sick days. Exactly. Even after 5 to 10 years of working there. You got that exactly right. It's insane. Insane. This is why we want you to do it now, ladies and gentlemen. There's not an awful lot of times. I got to tell you, when eBay came out, that was an opportunity. When Amazon came out, there was a temporary window for a temporary time of opportunity as well. When Craigslist came out, temporary time for temporary opportunities, because things move. What you did 10 years ago, you can't do effectively now. There'll be a top 2 or 3 or 4% that can still do it, but not the majority of people. When you had from 2000 up until 2020, you had so much happening. You had Amazon come out, you had eBay come out, you had PayPal come out, you had all these tech companies come out, which then in turn allowed people to make money from those tech companies. Well, guess what? Once those tech companies mature and millions of people are into it, now what do? Okay, now they're paying everybody on places like YouTube, but now they're starting to change up that. Then they go to TikTok. Oh, they're starting to change up that. Then they do Instagram. Facebook used to give you money. Now they're changing up that because of maturity and the amount of people involved in there. So again, we have a problem. That means people aren't going to be making as much as they used to in those genres. And where are the jobs to go now? Where's somebody going to go now where that says, oh, welcome, here's a $60 per hour, $120,000 a year. Where are those guys? There are those jobs, but they're not like 100 million of those jobs, 150 million of those type of jobs. The bulk of the jobs are under $50,000 a year. And like Victor Morel says, they own you because that's what it is. At Margaritaville, we paid a one-time $1K at closing just to have a chair at the game. Besides that, we pay $160 per month club fees, and on top of that, we have to pay for the alcohol and food less 10%. I have no problem with alcohol and food. See, my thing is, if I live in a place, like Margaritaville, for instance, like you're saying, I'm going to pay $160 a month. Okay, in some places, they do allow you to have your HOA against your restaurant bill. But even if I paid $160 a month and I had to pay for my food, I'm good with that. I have no problem with that because why? They're giving me all the other amenities. It'll be a whole different story if I paid $160 a month and then Margaritaville goes, oh, Eric, I'm sorry. In order to go over here to the fitness center and the game room and all that, you got to pay. Now we got problems. They say, hey, Eric, over there on the lake is that beach club, but you got to pay. We got problems. Not going to happen. But that 1K is what you were thinking they were going to do in Vistacana and Rock and things like that. That would have been nice, but no. Margaritaville, though, I believe Margaritaville owns their properties. That changes everything as well. And they're willing to manage their properties, everything in it to keep the guest experience positive. Vistacana is basically a land project. They're selling the land. The developers who come in are developing the land. But as far as the amenities within Vistacana, they were all along apparently going to give those to third-party personnel. Those third-party personnel obviously can't allow it to be free. And so they're going to have to charge. There's no other way around it. And Vistacana already let the cat out the bag. Like I said before, when we were talking about this 5 months ago, when they said, we don't know and that we're going to have third parties. I was just like, well, then why don't you just say it's going to be charged? Because if it's third parties, they have to make money. There's just no way around it. We just don't know the extent of it yet. If anybody finds out for sure, who's going to know for sure? Whoever has, if anybody, well, in fact, nobody here owns an Oasis del Lago. So I guess they're paying HOAs, and for what, I don't know, but they are. And we're going to find out when they finish the beach club. And by then, panoramas will be done, at least the lake, that'll be done. The townhouse is already done. The villa's already done. So there's going to be at least a couple thousand people, a few hundred people rolling through there. And then all of a sudden you'll find out when we do these vacation rentals on Airbnb and things like that. Then you're going to find out when people say, yeah, I tried to go to the beach club and they told me I needed to pay. Then, or I went to the beach club and had a great time. Then you'll know they didn't have to pay. But I don't even want to be in that position. So that's why I had to get out of my thing, because I was just like, this is going to be very interesting. Even though Panorama Garden is going to be sweet, it's going to be lovely. But again, I'm not going to live there. That wasn't the idea. My guest is going to be there. So it does me no good if I can go for free to these places and my guests can't. I just can't live with, I just can't even. I can write it in the ads. I can say, hey, this is how much it costs if you want to go use it. But I've been doing rentals for so long that I've never generally ever had to tell people, oh yeah, well, if you want to go to the fitness place or go to the sports complex, you're going to have to pay a fee. If you're going to go to the beach club, you're going to have to pay a fee. If you're going to go use something at this resort or where you're staying, you got to go pay a fee. That would be no-go zone for me. The day, if that ever happens, I'm like, I would stop doing it. So just like when people got offended about resort fees, now people aren't offended by resort fees anymore. They're used to it. Okay, it's an extra $25, extra $45, extra $50 per night for a resort fee, even though you don't even use none of the stuff. But they're charging you, though. Crazy, right? That's literally what's going to be happening at Cana Rock and at Vista Cana, apparently. You might as well just call it a resort fee. It's crazy. Oh, it's crazy. Keep in mind, the club operations will have payroll, servers, cleaning crew, etc. Agree with you. I would rather have a set monthly club fee and not being nickeled and dimed. Yep, exactly. Exactly. This is I just see this. I don't know what's going to happen, but all I do know is this. Whoever bought at Vista Cana, everybody's going to be happy. I'm not downing Vista Cana at all. They're just going to have to do what they're going to have to do. But I would have just rather known from the get-go that they were going to charge, because I was there with the owners of the whole complex when they were building it. And at their vision at the time, they were saying, no, everything's going to be included. Because I asked, I was like, hey, man, you sure you're going to include all this beach stuff and all the sports complex and the golf and all that's going to be included? And they're like, oh, man, yeah. And wait till you hear what else. But we can't tell you right now. There's some more stuff coming. Well, they didn't mention the equestrian center. They didn't mention there's going to be a second beach. So, and there's probably something else that I had forgotten about that's going to be there as well. The point is, though, their vision didn't have it costing extra. But now as they come along and they realize they have all these separate communities, now all of a sudden they started realizing, well, wait a minute, we're going to have how many people living here? There could be like 10,000 people living there. And who's going to be paying for all this water and filtrations and electricity? And well, we're not. And we're not going to run this stuff either. So let's part it out. So I just see it no way. It's going to be nickel and dime. But it's still not going to stop anybody from still staying at that cool spot. Vista Cana is going to be cool. I like what they did with that fishing club area. Did anybody... Maybe some people don't even know. Do I have the video? I don't know if I have the video uploaded for the fishing club. Oh, I do have one of them. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. This is at Vista Cana. This is on one of the little islands in the freshwater lake. There's two lakes. One next door that's nice and blue, kind of light bluish. That's the beach with salt water. Then where this fishing club is, there is a little island, and they're in a freshwater lake. It's a catch and release, which was a bummer. But anyhow, catch and release on the lake. They already have their own little docks and everything already there. So check this out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what do you see there? Is that pretty cool? Uh-oh, hold on. I can have something playing in the background. But nonetheless, this is going to be a awesome complex when it's done. It has all the trappings of upscale, all the trappings of everything. So there's going to be some people that says, I'm staying there anyhow. I don't really care. I'm staying there anyhow. I don't really care about the sports complex because I'm not going to go work out. I'm not going to the Vista County Beach Club. I don't have to because I'm staying at Panorama Lake, Panorama Garden, Panorama Luxury. We have our own restaurants. I don't care. Or I'm at Pueblito Carabino has their own restaurant. Or I'm at what other place has their own restaurants? I don't even know. Several complexes have their own restaurants or delis or cafes. So some people won't even care. So there's that. And then the beach is still there, the salt water, the fishing club's still there, the freshwater catch and release is still there, all of that. So it's going to be pretty awesome. I'm not gonna beat them up too bad, but it is highly disappointing when they're saying we're gonna have to pay. My guests are gonna have to pay. We wanted to maximize our money. That's how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm gonna end this. If anybody wants to talk about anything else, put it on the table now because I'm about to end this. Economic shock coming. It's already here. It's happening. It's been happening to you, but you're numb to it. It's always happening. So therefore, whatever happens, you're going to have to actually make extra money over time. Unless you have one of these awesome pension packages or your 401k is in a couple of mills category, or you have some other businesses that are bringing in extra revenue, that's about the only way you're going to be able to maintain a lifestyle that you want. So we're giving you opportunities with the Miracle Cash and More, with the Debt Box Node, with starting your own business, with SSN Lifestyle and the Shark Tank, which actually helps people start businesses. All of that is going down in 2023. The jeopardy is buy a home mantra in 2023 may not come to fruition. I can't believe what the Federal Reserve is doing. They should have done another 0.5, but they're going to do another 0.25. They are not going to do another 0.5 3 times this year. They're only going to do a 0.25 3 times this year, I believe, just so they can get to their 5% number. They're not going to go above it. So that means home prices might not get to 50% off, which is incredible. So we'll find out how that all works out. Can't believe that either. So they've done a damn good thing. All right. I spoke to my buddy from Conopro today. He had 22 nights in November, 25 in December. 22 nights in November, 25 in December, 20 in January, 17 nights so far for February. That's about 69% average for 3 months. I take that as a start. Victor Marrero. See, this is very interesting because those are great numbers. But remember, the reason why he's getting that is simply because he's doing the low average, right? He's 75 to 95. So we know the numbers. So let's just say we'll round up to $100 per night. So he's doing $2,200. His gross, he has to give, well, I'm assuming he's on some platform. So he has to give up at least 3% if he's on Airbnb. Or if he has management, he has to give up 20 to 25 or 30% on that. But we'll just stay even. We'll just say $160 or whatever, right? So we'll round this down to $2,000 in November, which is good. I won't even get into extra expenses, but let's just say he's able to somehow $2,000. And then he's doing around $1,800, $1,700 in December. So let's just say on average, he might be able to do, he's in January. What did he do in this? 25. Okay, so let's just say round it to $2,000, $6,000. In fact, why don't we just keep it at $2,000, $24,000? I don't know how much he bought his Pearl for. And I don't know how much HOAs are at Pearl. But let's just say he made $24,000 a year, and let's just say he bought his condo for 120, 130. He's winning. He's still winning. At $75 to $100 per night, he's winning. This is why I said if you make a price under a certain number, under 200,000, at 240, he's still getting 10% return. So 20 in January, 17 in February. I'll take it. I'll take it. Actually, he's priced. Let's face facts, ladies and gentlemen. Remember when we were scouting Connor Rock? Remember what I was trying to say then, and I'm saying it again. If I have everybody in the place that has a 2-bedroom renting their unit for anywhere from $69, $70 a night up to $150, $180, it's all over the map, but the bulk of people are sitting between 100 and 125 right now. If you do 75 to 100, you're going to get more rentals than the people doing 100 to 125. He's priced it right. He's got it priced exactly right, but he can afford to because he didn't buy it for, I'm pretty sure, Victor Marrero, did your friend buy his condo for 300 grand? I don't think so. So he's still way ahead of the game. If he bought it for half that price, which is more probably the number, then he's winning big time at 75 to 100 per night. That is awesome. I'm using 60%. That's what he said. Yeah, as the planning base for Punta Cana, I like to plan for worst case. That's correct. Be very, very conservative. And 60% is roughly 18, 19, 20 room nights, 18 in reality. He has a management company paying 25%. Oh, whoa, wait a minute now. Okay, so he's given up 500 per. So he's basically netting somewhere like 1,500 per month. Still 18,000. Is it worthwhile? I don't know, but Connor Pearl was probably, I don't know, it's probably 130, 150 at the beginning. I don't think it was 300, 350. The only reason I'm saying it, that those numbers, in case people don't realize, is you can get 10% while you're sleeping by putting your money in the stock market with an ETF, VOO, VTI, SCHD. I mean, you can, XLE. There's nothing hard to do about this. So if you just care about 10%, there's no reason for you even to do crazy investments like real estate and then think I'm going to do 10%. We're searching for that 20 to 25%. We're searching for that Margaritaville situation that Victor Marrero did in Orlando. All right, where he was able to buy something 300,000 all in, but after 5 years, he's doing $10,000, $12,000, $13,000 per month profit. Now, that's 30% return damn near. That's what we're talking about here, ladies and gentlemen. When you get in early, because you bought in so cheap compared to what you're going to be able to charge for rent, that's what's so beautiful about this. That's why there's a problem at Connor Rock now. If somebody buys a 2-bedroom condo for $380,000 and you want to rent it out, your return on your investment for that type of money doesn't make much sense, especially if I can get 60, 69, 70% rental, but I'm only going to be making less than $20,000 per year. Then why even bother? You could have just earned 7 or 8%. Hell, I could have just gave your money to the Mr. X man and getting 6 or 7% return on your REIT. I mean, here we go. He's saying he has a 1-bedroom and only paid $120. Yes, that's beautiful. He's bringing on average $1,400. Yep, after paying the $25, so he's winning. But that's at $75 per night. Just imagine bumping that up to around $90 per night. Yeah, no, I went to $100 per night So if he's still fine. This is exactly why everybody in Punta Cana is going to be fine, because all you guys bought everything under 100,000. I mean, you bought it at the right price, under 250. After this year, this next cycle that goes, I just can't see where you have like, there's going to be certain pockets like Cruise on Land, Aurora Luxury, even Urbe Vista, Urbe Cana. They still are under, they're at 2020 pricing. So you can still get in at the right price, because you will be able to, if you only charge 75 per night, 100 per night, you're still going to get at least 10% return on your money. So he's making more than $12,000 per year. So he's getting more than 10%. That's worthwhile. And the reason why it's worthwhile, I like 12 or 13 or 14% better, is because I get to the 20% to 25% number faster over time. Next year, that one bedroom, if he's able to get 75 to 100 per night, but remember, 2 bedrooms at Cana Rock are 75 to 100 per night. That's the thing. And they're going to add some more 2 bedrooms and 1 bedrooms out there. So he's going to have to compete with everybody. I don't know what 1 bedrooms are going to rent for at Cana Rock, from Cana Rock Studios, Cana Rock, whatever. I don't even know if Space, Star, Terra. There's just going to be too many units out there and nowhere to go. And what I mean is, it's not like I can go to the Hard Rock and go have fun. So we'll see. But at least he's doing fine. And this is all an experiment with Cana Rock, I think. I really do. Because just like Vista Cana, they're going to put in another probably thousands more of units, which now means a percentage of those are going to be up for rent. Whether it's 10% or 20%, that's still a lot of units. And there's going to be, I know there's going to be a lot of demand in the area, but there's also going to be Cruise on Land, Larimar City, and Vista Cana is not even fully on board yet. So once these things, and Primavera is not even fully on board yet. Once all these projects come, plus the other projects, that's going to add some heat to the fire, because I know for a fact I'm going to be advertising casino, amphitheater, stuff that people don't have. That's when I'm going to be advertising. 5-star hotels with a view of the ocean. That's Larimar City. Or in the Cruise on Land, full-blown water park included when you stay here, and all these amenities all included. The beach over here, the paddle boat lake, the recording studio, the amphitheater, the casino, all of that. Beautiful. All of it's beautiful. And to compete against that, just so you can say I stay by the water, anybody's place, whether they're in Macau, whether they're in El Cordacito, Los Corrales, anywhere, Bavaro, anywhere, Verón. It's hard to compete when somebody says, oh, I'm only going to charge you $150 per night for my 2-bedroom, but I'm giving you all this extra. But I bought my 2-bedroom for $120,000, or I bought my 2-bedroom for $140,000. But I'm still charging you $150 because I have all these amenities. That's what's going to happen. And now you can see, if he makes that much money, imagine if it's double, because $150 is double. And profit-wise, I'm referring to, not gross, just profit-wise. All of a sudden, it changes up the whole game, because people are going to be looking like, oh, hell yeah, for a whole week, I'll stay there for $1,050. And I get all these amenities. Why am I going to stay somewhere for $800 and get no amenities? That's what literally happens. And Victor Morero knows better than anybody, because he owns it Margaritaville. He sees the checks coming in. Margaritaville's nice. It's awesome. It's a culture type of event, and it's 5-star in my opinion. But he sees firsthand, by having all these amenities and being in the right location where things are included for his guest, they're willing to pay for those amenities. They're paying. They're saying, hell yeah, I'll pay $1,000 per night. Yes, I'll pay $500 per night, depending on what time of season and year it is. Yes, I'll pay $700 per night. I'll pay $350 per night. He gets to see it firsthand what amenities included actually holds up. There's no comparison. Just like when people stay at the Westins, there's a reason they can charge $500 a night for a studio, because people like the amenities that they have and the way that they're being taken care of. There's always luxury, and people will pay for luxury. That's why Vistacana I was originally excited about, because they're giving luxury. Plus, if they left everything else alone, now people are going to pay for the luxury to stay there, because they're like, this is the benefits I get. Instead of turning it into a resort situation where, okay, we're all separate. We live in this section. You guys, hey, if you want to go play over here, you pay. If you want to go play over there, you pay. It still may work out because luxury is a thing. But when people go stay at Cap Cana, what do? Can you imagine? They're hanging out at the 5-star places, and all of a sudden they're going, oh, because you're going to go hang out over here at the sports complex. That'll be $50 a person, please. People would be like, have you lost your mind? You think we're going to be paying $1,000 per night, $700 per night to stay here and not be included? Doesn't work like this, ladies and gentlemen. All right, just keep that up. Keep that in mind. So here you go. Here's the numbers. Yeah, Victor Marrero, I think he's charging more than $75 per night, right? Isn't that right? Speaking of that, I think I can do this now. I forgot all about this. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. I now can show you what I wanted to show you before. I was going to end this, and I wasn't going to be on here too long. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do we're going to do a quick commercial, 2 hours, 42 minutes. I wasn't going to be on here this long, but now, I love talking real estate and the possibilities. We never know what's going to happen. I'm going to play this right here. Then we'll be back.
Come on, come on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't give me privacy. Doesn't give me privacy. It will be like Margaritaville, although they have a robust market and they came down to word of mouth after 4 years now. That word of mouth will be the same in Punta Cana. I can see it coming. Well, we will find out for sure. All right. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this in the chat room, but this is what I received from somebody, and it took 3 things. I'm going to tell you, I'll just read what he sent me, and I'll put it on the screen too for everybody who's watching. And this is what he sent me. Hi, Eric. I just want you to know that you inspired me 2.5 years ago to step up. That's right. I started listening to you talk about projects in Punta Cana. I got into Primavera 3, which I bought a 3-bedroom. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be shocked by this. When I was talking about it, here's what the 3-bedroom cost in Primavera 3 with the pool, $111K. Basketball courts, soccer fields, pools throughout the community. Has already gained equity. Yes, it has, because they're selling that same unit for around 180, I believe now. And it is not even finished. I get that in 2024. And also bought an already built apartment at Residential Bavaro last year and hooked it up, which is already live on Airbnb and doing well. And of course, he gives out some love. Keep doing what you do, man. It's an inspiration to a lot of people. And I personally thank you for firing me up to take action. My blessings. Okay, so I received this from that guy, right? So here's the thing. Some of you may be saying, here, I'll let you see this too. I'm going to do a couple of things. The original price for the 111,000 at Primavera, $98K, no pool. I remember I told you guys these were cheap. We added the pool for 13 for the total of 111, and he purchased it August 2021. Lot size, and the unit's 1,300 square feet. The lot size is 260 square meters. And the construction is 120 square meters. That's about 1,300. He's correct. A little over 1,309, 1,310, something like that. Is that sweet or what? Now, the question is, he's at Primavera 3 with a 3-bedroom, 2-bath that he spent $111,000 for, with the pool, with the amenities that their guests can use. The $1 million question is, at Primavera 2, they're getting roughly $150, $180 per night. Primavera 2. Think about this. There's more to the story about that. So if he can get 150 a night, and if he gets, which he should be able to, but if he's able to duplicate what they have at Primavera 2, 150 a night, he only spent 111. And if he gets 60%, 20 room nights, he's going to be at 3 Gs. And that's double the Cana Pearl. That would be very interesting, because now he's going to be at over 20% easily return on investment, which is what I look for. That's my number. He's going to be somewhere like 25 to 30. I'm going to give you another treat, by the way. Here is the unit that he bought. Let's see here. No, that's not what I'm looking for. That's not it. Not it. I'm going to show you something here as well. You want to see the one that he actually has on Airbnb that he actually bought in Bavaro. I'll show you that one. This is actually up. So he's doing pretty good on this one. I don't know the location. This is I don't want picture. This is looking like I might lose the screen. Let's see what happens here. There we go. Why is this not getting off of here? I don't want to hide this now. All right. Here we go. This is pretty cool. 2-bedroom, 2-bath. He's at $115 per night. He's got some he's got 4 reviews. Everybody says it's nice. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. He did a pretty decent job here. Nice. I do have criticism, but hey, he's doing it his way. Has the neon lighting. Nice little condo, 2-bedroom, 2 baths. You guys can see. He's done a very, very nice job. And if he's getting $115 per night, that's pretty good. Again, nicely done. So I can't say anything bad. It's nicely done. $115 per night. If it's a $115, I'll take it. Here's a table that's sort of seating 6. And it looks like he has the hot water on demand, which is, hey, that's pretty good too. I don't know exactly where this is, but this is here. They have a little playground. They have a little pool area, I assume. So not bad. Shows downtown. And this here, the patio area upstairs. He's got that going on. Nothing like extra space with a jacuzzi, $115. And a seating area. Barbecue grill. Pumps, jacuzzi. $115. The pressure is on. And there's a pool. The pressure is on. If he can get $115, which is what's happening, we will do this. Why don't we go back? And I think we can go do something, right? So it looks like one night. That's weird. Looks like it's open. Looks like it's open to me. I don't know if it really is open, but I never really pay attention to calendars. Let's go look. Let's see. Let's go see what we got to pay here. Shall we? This is Giggles and Grins. $730, $115 cleaning fee, $65 service fee by Airbnb. Total before taxes. Wait, what? What are we talking about here? All right, here we go. Oh, they have a pay part now, pay later. Okay. $730 for 5 nights, $150 a night. But for him, it's $115. Take off 3%, which is nothing. He's getting $560. I'm pretty sure he bought this for like $100,000 as well. So that's going to be a win. Not bad, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think. I think that's a possible win. There we go. Whoa, damn. He hooked it up for sure. Floors are beautiful, but for rental, watch out for Kool-Aid spills. Exactly. Yeah, there's some critiques. The furniture itself using soft fabrics that can absorb water and things like that, I would not advise for your dining room tables. All fabric, almost like a velour. In the bedroom, same thing, velour. I'm not a fan. I need something nice and tight that I can actually waterproof, Scotch guard, do some things. Even if I don't use fabrics and I have to use some sort of vinylish, leatherish, something of that nature. So yeah, I might get punctured, but I can easily replace cushions or some things. It's got to be something that it can be long lasting. All right. Especially with spills, foods, drinks, whatever, never know what people are going to do, especially when you add jacuzzis, you have pools, you have playgrounds, uh, all of a sudden people are active, and the next thing you know, accidents will happen. It's not a matter of if, just when. So yeah, he made it look very nice. There's he was adding like flowers here and vases, and all that wasn't really necessary, but he made a little ambiance with the lighting, which was kind of nice. But overall, very well nice. The color scheme is nice. He's got the microwave, the coffee maker, the blenders. He's got all that. So, but 115 per night, 2-bedroom, 2.5 baths, decent. That's what people are going to be competing with, as well as the villa that he's going to have in 2024. That's coming out in Primavera 3. And again, that's 3-bedroom, 2 baths, and 150 a night, 125 a night. He's getting better than 1% per night on his money. You got to love it. That's a win. Big time win. All right. So I just had to share that with you, ladies and gentlemen. Another member of the SSN Nation that's part of the 40 for 40 club. You guys aren't going down the 40 for 40 club, because if you've done an investment in Punta Cana, you are going to make money. Exactly. You need to make it kids proof. Yep. We had an interior decorator at Margaritaville, which is the same I plan to do in Punta Cana. Yeah. Yeah. Again, Margaritaville's experienced. They know what materials, what to put in their places, because they know they don't want to replace something every year, because they are expecting 80-90% occupancy. So when you have that much turnover, you can't have fabrics that are going to absorb foods and smells and things like that. That's not a good thing, because otherwise you're going to have to change things out too often. It's not worth it. You're going to take a lot of your profit away. So this is why they probably go, was it Ethan Allen? There's a reason. I think they go to Ethan Allen, is what you said before, right? They're going to go to that type of quality. That's what they need. It has to be quality, ladies and gentlemen. Like I always said, quality. All right, we're going to wrap this up. We've been talking about this long enough tonight. 2 hours, 3 hours. I actually only was going to do an hour and a half, but hey, I love talking about this, and we're helping people. No barriers to entry, by the way. If you want to buy pre-construction in Punta Cana, it's no credit checks, no qualifying, no barriers to entry. Put down 10% right now. And then over the course of 2 to 3 years, you make your monthly payments of 30% of the value. So if you bought something for $100,000, that's $30,000. You have 24 months to pay. That's $1,500 per month. They do 0% interest. At the end of that time, you've put down $40,000. You go down to the bank. The bank does their, research and says, hey, that place is worth $150,000 now, but you only want $60,000. Yes, that's below 50% loan to value. Exactly. Give that person a loan, because we want them to default. I'm just saying, I'm just being facetious. They really don't want you to. All right. But that's just it, ladies and gentlemen. You get to win. And now you have money coming in for the rest of your life, potentially. And you're in a position where they have high demand. They're making it into an Orlando in the Caribbean. So you can raise your rent over time as the demand warrants it. So you're going to make more money over time. So again, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's wrap this up. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And all I want to say is, it's hard out here, and you guys know it. Don't pretend it's not. And don't pretend that you do not have to make plans for your financial future, because you do. And with all that said, we make sure that you have opportunities beyond your job, beyond your extra streams of revenue, beyond your businesses, because we come up with something different, because there is something different every year. There's going to be something new that comes out later this year that may be worth investing in to get a return on your money for who knows how long. But I do know this. The thing we started talking about, and I've been talking about for 3-4 months now, Miracle Cash and More. They want to exit. He mentioned 3 years. I couldn't believe it. They want to exit 4 to 5 years from now. So if you want to keep your NFT for 4 to 5 years without somebody offering you maybe $1 million for it, and you hold out to the exit plan, it could be worth 7 figures or more in 4 years, 4 to 5 years. Life-changing money could be there. We'll find out how it goes. That's the projections. If they're able to pull off everything they said, which they should be, then that means their company's going to be worth, in my opinion, trillions of dollars. Well, not trillions, but at least 1 trillion, 1.3 trillion, 1.5 trillion, if they're able to put all 7 of these together, because they're going to have insurance. They're going to have not credit, but what do you call it? Almost like check cashing type of conglomerate, insurance conglomerate. They're going to have stores, which now means stores have an actual value, because if somebody tells me they're making $600,000 per month and I have 300 of these stores, you guys, that's serious money right there. And then if you have a 30-time multiple of that, that starts getting already in the hundreds of millions of dollars. That already gets you to $1 billion. And if you have insurance products that are equally doing the same, $120 million, $150 million, now we're worth $1 billion. If you put in multiples more than 10, that could be 3 billion, 4 billion. You can easily see if they got some billions in their under their arms and said, hey, this is worth 40 billion. Well, now you start doing multiples of 20. Now you're going to get to the 20. You're going to get to your 100 billion, 200 billion. It's going to be crazy. So hopefully you'll be along for the ride. I'll be seeing you in the next 3 to 4 years, I hope. As long as you take care of yourself, eat right, stay healthy. I love you guys very much. Thank you so much for your support. Everyone with the icon, thank you especially, because you are financially helping the channel. I appreciate that very, very much. Everyone that's a subscriber, please hit that all notification bell. I appreciate that. But unfortunately, YouTube does not send all subscribers notifications. In fact, it's less than 10%, just so you know. And everybody who hasn't subscribed and clicked the all notification bell, please do that now. At the very bottom of the description, there is something called a newsletter. Sign up for that, so you sign up for the email list. So that way I can always email you when I download new videos, when the live streams are coming out. And now, don't forget about the gear. There will be new gear coming out. The next Built, that's all I'm going to give you guys a clue on. Built is going to be part of BUILT. All right. You'll find out about that in the coming weeks. It'll be dropping in February for the new gear, which will still go with the Stop Struggling Now gear, but it'll be the new logo, slogan, whatever we're coming up with. It's going to be Built. It's going to be part of what's going to be said. So we're going to have that, hats, hoodies, same old, same old. You go to stopstrugglingnow.com to get the merch we have now. That'd be greatly appreciated. All right. Thank you guys for the love. Thank you so much for being here this evening. And don't forget, ultimate thing that you can do is help other people become financially free. Give them opportunities. That's all you can do. Sure, you can tell 100 people. One person may say, okay, but if you're trying to do the right thing, you always try to help people. And that's what we do here, part of the SSN Nation. So all I'm going to say with that is I'm out. So keep your head up. Keep moving. and I'm out.